Yeah, we are finally here. Separate the boys from the men. The regular season is finally over. The playoffs are here. Okay, they're coming. They're here. Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. April 11th is the play-in tournament, but that's not really part of the regular season. That's just to secure a spot. So we're going to touch a little bit on that, but then we're also going to touch on the fact that from 1 to 6, it's pretty much alike. We already know what's what, you know. And I think the Clippers, now that I look at it, I think the Clippers going home in the first round. They may end up getting a gentleman's sweep. I think the Clippers going to win one game against the Phoenix Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns going to embarrass them boys. No Paul George. They going home in the first round. It's going to be another failure for Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a failure for Luka Doncic, a guy that went to the Western Conference Finals. You go all the way from the Western Conference Finals to not making the playoffs at all. Talk about downgraded, man. Super downgraded. How you even go about doing that? Now you got to hit the reset button all over again? You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. Salute, G Money. See, like even my man Doom. Doom is listen, man. I just had to put the Doom mask on. Damn, this mask is super big. I had to put that Dr. Doom mask on for Luka because it's Doom. Your time with the Dallas Mavericks is done. I think he's going to really ask for a trade in the long run. Because what else could you possibly give to that team? Now you're under investigation because you've been basically tanking for Victor. Man, come on, man. You kind of eliminate yourself from the play-in on purpose. How you go from eliminating yourself from the play-in on purpose? That's nuts. You serious? You know what I mean? Come on, man. The Eastern Conference is pretty much a lock for that 1 through 10. You already know what's going to be what. I'm going to pull up results on that. But the playoffs are definitely here. This is just like the prediction for the 1 through 6. I don't know who's going to be 7 through 8 for each side because we got to watch the play-in on them, both of those aspects. The Lakers handle business. They beat the Utah Jazz. They're going to be a team that strike a lot of fear into a lot of these teams. Don't be surprised to see the Lakers beat a lot of teams in this postseason. Because like I said, the Lakers are more than capable of beating half of these teams. Half of these Sacramento Queens, I don't even got respect for them no more after they've been tanking to try to get the Warriors. I hope the Warriors beat the brakes. I say it again. I hope the Golden State Warriors beat the brakes off the Sacramento Queens. All for flopping. Tanking games. Like I told you, Friday I was really upset because I didn't even get to see Kevin Durant versus LeBron James. The last time I see Kevin Durant play against LeBron was 2018. Let that soak in. It's 2023. The last time Kevin Durant has played against LeBron James was 2023. You feel me? That's a long time. Long ass time. That's just crazy, man. You know, but it is what it is on that aspect, man. I'm just going to put it in here in case people want to come do. Yeah, yo, Bistro, I don't like the tanking nonsense, man. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it, Bistro. I don't like it. You pay money to watch these players play, and they're going to tank games? Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. Teams are afraid to play certain teams in the first round. Well, based on how the seeding is, you're going to play a so-called elite team in the first round anyway. Take that ass whooping, man. Be a man and take that ass whooping. Hold on, let me fix my camera a little bit. You're going to still be able to hear my audio, but I'm going to be right back with the camera. Hold on. All right, let me get this back. There we go. Much better, much fixed. But yeah, man, you're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, I agree, Bistro. A lot of people said that. I agree. I agree with you 100% on that. And I think they suckers for that. And I call them the Sacramento Queens. You got a high seed and you duck and spoke with the Lakers because you know the Lakers most likely was going to whoop that ass. The Lakers was going to whoop that ass. Sacramento know it too. They know it. They're afraid to play the Lakers because they think they got better chances to beat the Golden State Warriors. I hope the Golden State Warriors beat the brakes off them just for tanking. I hope karma come back your way. Steph Curry be like, okay, you want to spoke with me? You think really easy to beat? Let me show you why I'm a 4-time champion. Let me show you. I hope he dropped 50 on them boys. I honestly do. I don't like tanking and I don't like cowards. Guys that don't want smoke. This is a competitive sport. You should be able to want to compete. Props to LeBron James and Anthony Davis for striking fear into people. You know, I honestly believe the Lakers got some people scared. That proves my point even more. The Lakers are deadly. I told y'all they were title contenders. Told y'all, man. Y'all didn't want to listen. I had to put the doom face on, man. I had to put this on just to let y'all know. That's why I was judging the Lakers the way they're supposed to be judged, because I believe they're title contenders. You can sit there and be like, oh, well, you know, the Lakers keep laughing. They play their way all the way into the conference finals, mess around and go to the NBA finals. You think I trust De'Aaron Fox more than Anthony Davis and LeBron James? You got to be on crack to trust De'Aaron Fox. Who the hell is De'Aaron Fox? What have he done for us to be afraid of De'Aaron Fox? Come on, man. What are we even talking about? I think the Pelicans, I think the Lakers make it in. From this play-in, I think both of those teams make it in. The Lakers ain't going to mess around. They got that 7th seed. They're going to end up getting that one win, close it out. They're going to be on a mission. No missing games for that one. They're going to make sure they win that game. And now they're going to get to play what? The Grizzlies? Yeah, they play Memphis the first round, right? But Memphis is a little beat up. And I'm sorry, I don't trust Ja Morant over Anthony Davis or LeBron James. It's 2 against 1. And I know it's a team sport, but let's not act like the stars ain't going to have the ball in their hands the majority of the time. That's why they're going to get a majority of the credit when they win. They're going to be the ones making all the damn plays. And even if they're not involved in certain plays, they're going to have their hands in the ball. They're going to be touching on every play. Anthony Davis and LeBron James will be involved in every single play in the postseason. They'll be majorly responsible for the Lakers' success or non-success. It's just simple as that. The Lakers want to be successful. You're going to have to ride on the shoulders of Anthony Davis and LeBron James, period. Yeah, but that's in the regular season. I don't trust no Memphis Grizzlies. I think 1 seed to 3 seed is suspect, Bistro. I even think the Denver Nuggets look suspect. They look hella sweet, like how they say in Los Angeles. Them boys look suspect. Call the cops on them. Nuggets ain't doing shit this offseason. Grizzlies ain't doing shit this offseason. And the Sacramento Queens ain't doing nothing this offseason. All those teams going to go out in the first round or second round. Both of them. Well, all do. I think it's them bottom seed teams you got to beware of. The Lakers and the Suns going into this postseason look like 2 of the most dangerous teams. Tell me the Lakers and Suns don't look like 2 of the most dangerous teams. Fully healthy? Come on, man. I already seen what the Joker do in the postseason. I ain't too impressed. You can take all those inflated numbers, all those analytics. He gonna be at home watch that. You know. Oh, he's a great passing big. He's a center. So who cares if he could pass the damn ball? That's just a add-on. It's not his job to be setting up teammates, being a playmaker. You play the 5. It's not your job to be a point guard. Oh, no, just half. Half is good. Yeah, they did. You're right about that, Bistro. They definitely did that. But bro, I don't like what happened on Friday. I was pissed off. All these teams tanking games. Dallas Mavericks. That's why the Dallas Mavericks are under investigation. You tank games when you had the chance to get into the play-in. You didn't know better. You would think somebody paid Mark Cuban to do that. That's very suspect. Kyrie Irving said, hey, we're not done yet. Well, I guess you was, because that one game was enough. You win one game and y'all quit? You quit and you had a chance to get into the play-in? Who quits in sports and accepts it? Quitting is non-acceptable in any sport. You should never quit in a sport. You go down with the chip. You go down firing all bullets until you got nothing left in the clip. Then you take your ass whooping and go home. You do not quit when you have a chance to go into the postseason. That was sucker stuff. Dallas Mavericks said their organization should be ashamed of themselves for doing such a stupid thing like that. I hope they got everything coming their way. I hope you don't get Victor Wembanyama. I hope Luka asks for a trade. I hope Kyrie Irving packs his bags and leaves the Dallas Mavericks. And that's karma coming back your way because the basketball guard is going to get you. So for the Sacramento Queens and the Dallas Mavericks, I hope karma comes your way. You tank games, so guess what? The people are going to tank on you. We shouldn't be supporting this product if guys are just going to miss games and not take the game serious. If you don't take it serious, why should I? Why should I waste my time watching basketball if the players don't want to play? Somebody bought those tickets to watch people play, and they can't see their favorite stars play because of some stupid tanking and all this other nonsense. Basketball politics. It's stupid. Speak with your wallet. Because if you speak with the wallet, I guarantee you the NBA will listen. And once they start to listen, then you will start to see some change. I hope the Sacramento Queens go home in the first round. Go Golden State Warriors. Go get them, Steph. I'm going to be watching those games. I'll be like, get them, Steph. Get them, Clay. Try to lock them down, Draymond Green. I'm going to be rooting for all of them. Just for the simple fact that they did that coward stuff, I'm going to root for the Warriors all the way through the series. I hope they beat these guys in 5 games. I hope they beat these clowns in 5 games. Send them a message. That's what you get for tanking. You are afraid of the Lakers? Okay. Then we're going to give you another reason to be afraid of the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors mess around could end up getting back in the conference finals. Who knows? They play their cards right. You know? But I think the Lakers could beat just about any team in the West outside of Phoenix and a healthy Los Angeles Clippers team. The Clippers wax the Lakers all the time, so I got to give them some form of credit. They was talking about that in the media. They said, how come the Clippers keep beating on the Lakers and all we talk about is LeBron James? When are we going to give credit to the people that actually win? They waxed the Lakers 11 damn times. 11 or 12 times, somewhere between there. You mean to tell me don't get no credit for that? That'd be great. I would love to see a LeBron versus Curry in the second round. Why not? The more the merrier. The more the better. I want to see the best go up against the best. I don't got no problem calling somebody the best player in the world if they prove it to me. All I ask is for you to prove it to me. I'm not a hard guy to please. I'm not biased. I don't pick on nobody for no reason. If I say something about a player, it's because I genuinely disgusted by something that they did. But I don't care who wins. I just want to see greatness. I'm a fan of greatness. Show me why they call you Steph Curry, the greatest three-point shooter in the world. Show me why they call you King James. Just don't show me stats. Show me something so I can sit there and say, that's great. They won. That's what I want to see. They all title contenders. Yeah. Yeah, that's another story, B-Store. The regular season wins don't mean jack-ish if you can't win in the postseason. I agree with you on that because it always comes down to the end game. Can you do it on the biggest stage there is? That's all what it comes down to. Salute. See you later. What up? But I got no problem with no teams. I just call it out the way it's supposed to be. Now, some people tell me, why you don't judge Luka the same way you judge LeBron? Because Luka's not LeBron. I shouldn't have to explain to somebody why Luka and LeBron is not even in the same atmosphere. One guy is an all-time great. The other one is barely even being called a superstar. What are we talking about here? Should be no comparison. One guy didn't even enter his prime yet. The other guy's career could be done in 2 to 3 more seasons, and that's going to write the ending chapter of his career. He's going to close the book. I want to see how he's going to close the book. Are you going to retire on top? Because you're producing all these big numbers. Show me something. Retire on top. Go 6 for 6. Get 2 more finals wins. Go 6 for 6 because the winning got to account for something. You got 6 finals losses. You got to make up for those 6 finals losses. You don't get a free pass for that. Maybe if you go 6 for 6, I'd be singing a different tune about LeBron James. No question. No question. What up?
Hello.
What's up?
Salute.
Salute. What up, brother?
What up?
What's up, man? So what you think of this playoff seeding so far?
Yes, I think it's very good. So who is playing in the playoffs? What's the matchups?
Oh, well, I mean, we got the Clippers and Phoenix Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns are going to wax the Clippers. No Paul George. Yeah, they're going to have problems.
I agree,
I think they're going to have problems with that.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
The play-in starts April. I think the Lakers and the Pelicans get in on the West, and I got to look on the East. But, I mean, yeah, I got to look on the matchups for the East. But, yeah, man, what you got? What take? What you want to talk about? Well, I was just talking about the Luka situation, or comparing Luka to LeBron, and I'm just saying, hey, Luka shouldn't even be mentioned in the same breath with LeBron as of right now. He didn't do nothing. So that's why I don't judge him the same way. It's like talking about a CEO compared to a manager, a store manager. There's different levels to this. One guy works for the CEO, and one guy is the CEO. In this case, LeBron is the CEO. So I judge him by boss of all bosses standards. I have higher standards for the MJs, the Kobe Bryants, the LeBron Jameses. These are the guys that people say are the greatest of all time. So I judge them completely different. I'm not going to judge Luka in the same light until he actually does something for me to judge him on that same level. He don't even got a championship yet. So kept going. But yeah, he don't even, you know what I'm saying? He don't even have no championship for me to judge him on that same level with yet. But who's the best player in the world to you?
Giannis.
Yeah, I can't see everybody always say Giannis. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That seems to be like a ongoing thing because anybody I ask, they tell me, hey, Giannis is the best player in the world, but he's gonna have to live up to that reputation. We can't keep calling him the best if he don't win. He's on a title contender. he got all his pieces, assuming nobody's hurt. They all come back. He got to show me something too. So he gets held to that same standards because we calling him the best player in the world. So the best player in the world got to show up like the best player in the world. So, but yeah, man, what team are you a fan of? Who you got winning the championship? What's your
No, I'm not a fan. I just like watching basketball. I just like watching greatness, just appreciating the game.
Same with me. I mean, I hold everybody to different standards, but yeah, I mean, I am a Knicks fan because I'm from New York.
Yep.
But what I do is I do hold, superstars accountable for being superstars. This is the Giannis Antetokounmpo era, so I suspect to see the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA Finals. Maybe we get a Phoenix Suns Milwaukee Bucks Finals. You never know. We probably get a Lakers Milwaukee Bucks Finals. The Lakers could beat just about any team in the Western Conference if they fully healthy, because anything can happen. All right, let me ask you this: are you a believer in the first three seeds, the Denver Nuggets, Sacramento Kings, and Memphis Grizzlies? Do you believe in those teams, or you think they fool's gold?
I only believe in the I believe in the Denver Nuggets because they have a superstar in Jokic. The Kings, they don't have a superstar, and the John Morant isn't a superstar. He's in a top 10. The Nuggets have a top 10 player. The Kings and the Jazz, the Grizzlies don't have a top 10.
No, I mean after it's done.
Yeah, after it's done, immediately. So yeah, but yeah, man. I don't believe in the Kings. Do you?
No.
I just think they're a good regular season team. Salute, Brandon. What up? But yeah, man, I just think they're a good regular season team. I think they're going to get waxed. And a lot of people have been telling me they've been dodging spoke with the Lakers because Lakers been saying all year long that they want to play the Kings in the first round. But I think the Lakers could beat Memphis Grizzlies in the first round.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, because the Grizzlies don't have a lot of rim protection no more. My Steven Adams is gone. That the post is going to be very easy for the Lakers to attack the post. Anthony Davis and LeBron James are going to feast in the post.
Yep.
There's nobody to stop them from hitting the post. And then you got guys like John Morant. He's a good perimeter player, but
he has no defense.
Yeah, he has no defense too much. He has a little defense, but it could be a situation where him and D'Angelo Russell, D'Angelo Russell could hold his own, so to speak. He's not going to outplay John Morant, but he could hold his own. But I think the Lakers got a little too much firepower for the Memphis Grizzlies, to be honest with
you. Who do you have making out the West?
Either Phoenix Suns or the Lakers. As of right now, I think the Lakers would be a toss-up depending on their injury. But I think the Phoenix Suns, they got a one-way ticket to the NBA Finals if they stay intact. You're gonna have to.
I got the Suns.
You got to deal with playoff Chris Paul. You're gonna have to deal with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, they almost a matchup nightmare for anybody in the West because there's not too many people that could guard either one of those guys. So, and then you got DeAndre Ayton as the X factor. So it's going to be a problem, See, your lady say the Lakers are a second round exit. He thinks AD and LeBron will get hurt. I mean, I'm not assuming injuries, but yeah, if we're assuming injuries, then yeah, you're right on that. No doubt, because the Lakers going to need both of those guys to be playing at a high level to win. There's no question about that. But the Phoenix Suns, man, they look dangerous. I would say the Clippers look dangerous, but no Paul George, and there's no timetable for Paul George's return. The Clippers can't beat the Phoenix Suns without Paul George. They're gonna need Paul George. No Paul George, they losing. So it won't matter how much points Kawhi Leonard score at this point. So, or what defense that he get.
All right, then. I'm going to head off here. I'll see you later.
All right. Peace. Thank you for joining in. Our next guest, G Money in that house.
Salute,
What up?
salute. Happy Easter. What's shaking and baking?
Happy Easter. What up, brother?
How you doing?
What you got? We talking about the Lucas situation. Some of the play-ins already set in. We could talk about the Eastern Conference play-in. That's already set from 1 through 10. So, well, what you got in some of these situations?
Well, let's see. Well, the Nets will be playing the Sixers in the first round. I got Sixers in 5 over the Nets. And I want to throw it out there. Did you know this is the 4th time ever that Philly and the Nets will play each other in the playoffs? And did you know that for the 4th time, Philly will be the 3 seed and the Nets will be the 6 seed in the matchup for the 4th time? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And
I mean, yo, since you here, you could pull up the if you can, you could pull up the standings.
Yeah, standings. You want to put? Okay, I'll pull it up though.
Yeah. And I say the only reason why I asked y'all to do it because for some reason when I try to do it, it never works. So I don't know.
Got it.
It always gives me problems. I don't know if it's this computer or some other nonsense. I don't know.
Right. So let's see So I got Philly over Brooklyn in 5. You got it.
All right. I'm bending on now.
Round. I got New York over Cleveland in 6 if Randall comes back healthy. If anyone wants to hop in, you can hop in. It's a little bistro, Brandon.
The Bulls are in the play-in. Wow.
Yeah. And here's this, and let me show you the schedule for the playing games.
Right.
Here's the schedule. You got it?
Yep. Okay, here we go. We got Lakers and Minnesota. That's going to be a good one. I think Lakers win that.
And it's very possible with Rudy Gobert having a temper issue.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you brought that up. He punched one of his teammates.
And also McDaniels having a temper too, punching the wall and him being out for the year.
Man, I don't know how that dude just get punched and just let that stuff slide.
Are you talking about Kyle Anderson?
Yeah, man. He just tucked that. I would have went over there immediately. Like, you just punched me on live TV. I'm just going to sit there and, man, you must be out of your damn mind.
That's a good point. I guess because Kyle Anderson doesn't want to get suspended too, because this could suspend Rudy Gobert if he's not careful.
But he should get suspended. Period. There ain't no.
I have a feeling. The more I thought about this, I think he's going to get suspended, man. And
why wouldn't he be? He should be. That's uncalled for.
I think he will. I think he will. And
you never put your hands on a teammate for no reason, especially if the guy didn't put his hands on you. You know
exactly.
You're gonna talk smack. You're gonna talk smack, but don't let it. If once it gets physical and you initiate it, man, you got to get suspended.
Exactly. And also Jaden McDaniels, come on, punching a wall. I understand it's okay to be frustrated. You still got to be smart, man. Jaden McDaniels, you're a key piece for that team. Who's a good stretch big, who can finish at the rim, and then he's gonna be out and I heard he might be out for the year. That's huge if you're Minnesota because remember you lose Nas Reed, who hurt his wrist. The Wolves are, again. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you what's going on, but. It's huge if you're the Timberwolves, man. Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels just being stupid. Yep. I mean, Nas Reed getting hurt. I'm saying this right now. If Rudy Gobert does not play in that Wolves-Lakers playing game, the Lakers are going to win that game with ease.
Yeah, I think Lakers winning that game regardless, though. I think they're going to be on a mission to beat Minnesota. Minnesota's a tough outing. They give them matchup problems, but
because of size, yeah.
But I think Lakers get that win.
Yeah,
I think Miami beat.
I was wrong about the Lakers, man. This Lakers team is really, really proved me wrong. And assuming the Lakers do not choke here, I'm gonna send my apologies to UP, to you, Chi-Town, to you, to LeBron, to AD, to the rest of the Laker land, to Bistro. I'm gonna send my apologies. And have a pie in my face because I put dirt on this team when they were 2-10. I said this team was dead. I said that this team was going to do anything.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong. I appreciate you for saying that, man. That takes a real man to come on here and admit. You know, it's just sports. So if we wrong, we wrong. That's why I just say, hey, if I'm gonna predict the matchup, if I lose, I lose. I just stand up here and admit it. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
You
I'm
know?
saying, Hepatitis did make a good point too. Minnesota did send Rudy Gobert home early, right after the fight, though. So it is a possibility the NBA may not suspend Rudy Gobert. And if that is the case, and call me crazy, if Rudy Gobert does play in that game, I think Minnesota wins that personally.
Ooh, okay.
If Rudy Gobert plays that, if he doesn't somehow,
But the Lakers still have 2 attempts, right?
2 attempts. Yeah, they're 2 home games.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no way they won't make it. They're gonna win at least one game. So I mean, I think they get in there. But Miami beats Atlanta.
Yeah, Miami's gonna kill Atlanta. The Heat are just too long. The Heat would bully the Hawks in the paint. The Heat are just a too many wing defense for the Hawks, man. It's gonna Atlanta's both teams have been disappointing. Obviously, both teams have been kind of disappointing. But I just think the Heat are just equipped for the Hawks. I think the Heat get that 7th seed, and we get a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Heat and the Celtics.
Ooh, yes. Okay, then we got
the Bulls and the Raptors.
Bulls and Raptors. I'm going with the Raptors.
Same here, man. Toronto, they've been playing better at home. As of late, I know the Bucks didn't have their starters, but they blew the Bucks out in this game. But I think the Raptors could beat the Bulls at home. I got the Raptors winning that game. I'm going.
And then there's another one. OKC versus Pelicans is saucy. 2 young teams going at each other. I got Pelicans.
Me too. I think Pelicans win, and I'm gonna shock people. Don't be surprised if it comes right down to the wire. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, man. No, I think it comes right down to the wire. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. This goes to an overtime. I have a feeling this might go to an overtime. Give me the Pelicans.
Okay, hell yeah. Those are going to be great games, though, man. Great competitive games. You know, I was pissed off with the NBA on Friday with all the tanking and all the NBA politics, guys ducking and dodging to play with certain players. I mean, against certain teams. That I didn't like that at all. You know, that's why I didn't even cover the Lakers and Suns game. I thought that was a waste of time. I wanted to see Kevin Durant versus LeBron. I didn't get to see that since 2018, bro.
Christmas Day 2018. Christmas Day.
Yes, bro. It's already 2023. We still can't get a matchup.
I mean, we just need to wait until the Western Conference Finals, assuming Phoenix and LA meet each other.
That's crazy, man. Oh, see, your lady says OKC wins the play-in. Ooh, okay. We got a little difference
do you think the Thunder make the playoffs though?
He said,
"Hepatitis, you do understand if they beat the Pelicans, do we need to beat the Lakers or the Wolves to get to the playoffs? You do understand that, right? They have to win 2 road games. Since OKC's the 10th, they will need to win 2 road games to squeak themselves into the postseason, to the playoffs. And people keep telling me the playing tournament's the playoffs. No, it's not though. Like I don't know.
People come up with that stupidness, man.
The play-in is not the playoffs. If you lose in the play-in, you go to the lottery. All right? Like if you go to the lottery, you're not going to the playoffs. If you win the play-in games, you're going to the playoffs. Like it's not rocket science to understand. Like people are trying to compare this format to like MLB format, NFL. Stop it though. They're two different. They're different sports. All right. I don't understand how people can't process that, man. It's just annoying.
Bro, what you thought about the Dallas Mavericks tanking?
Disgusting and disrespectful and wrong.
I mean, NBA has a right to investigate that because you was competing for the play-in. You won a game from elimination. Don't you think you should play your players?
They're a half game. In fact, they're a half game back.
Yeah. Like what are we doing here? And then Mark Cuban said he wants to make the playoffs. So why would you quit?
It's just stupid. Like, think about this, right? They only lost to the Bulls by 3, right? Like, they only lost to the Bulls by 3. Again, I know we will never truly know what would have happened, but I'm just saying, if you beat the Bulls, right, and say you beat the Spurs and the Thunder had lost to the Grizzlies, you would have been playing the Pelicans right now for the play-in. The play-in. And who knows?
Hell yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Okay, Hepatitis See You Later says, I think OKC beats the Pels and the Timberwolves. He likes Shai Williams. Pelicans probably win. Probably win with no Zion. Probably with no Zion. Okay, yeah. So I think
no Alvarado. Don't forget Alvarado's out too.
And Alvarado. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that definitely does hurt that team. They've been a much better team if I think Zion was playing. They probably would have been a lock. who knows?
Probably. And Alvarado probably, but hey, we will never truly know.
Yeah, I think the Suns beat the Clippers first round, bro.
Agreed. I'm going Suns in. If PG comes back and he's PG, Suns in 7. If somehow PG doesn't come back, Suns in either 5 or 6.
Oh yeah, that could be. I could see a gentleman's sweep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
If PG doesn't come back.
Oh yeah. If PG doesn't come back, what other matchups we got? That's
then we also got the Sixers and the Nets. What do you think about that?
Sixers and Nets.
I got Sixers and 5. You?
Man, if the Sixers stay on their business, they should be able to sweep this team now.
Ooh, it's a possibility, but you don't think the Nets will get one?
This team. No, I don't think the Nets should win one. I mean, but if they do, yeah, it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. They want to save face, but if Philly's on a mission, they want to send a message to people. They should be able to sweep the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, here's the thing. I do think Philly will win, but I don't think
dominate. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go with a sweep.
So Sixers and so you think Philly's gonna bring out the brooms at Barclays Center? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with a sweep. Somebody got to get sweep at some time. I can't just keep giving people benefit. For the second straight year, the Nets will
be swept out of the playoffs. That's what you're predicting, right? For the second straight year.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going for second straight year.
Imagine
Brooklyn. Keep the streak going, G Money. Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, and then you got the Knicks and the Cavs. What do you think though? Because remember, Randall's still out. What do you think about that? What's your feeling?
No Randall. Even though I want to see my Knicks win, I think we lose in 6 games.
Ooh, what's possible? Why do you say that?
I mean, I think we hang in there. We got enough pieces. We got a lot of scores. We got a lot of depth. But without Randall, we're gonna need something to combat Donovan Mitchell.
Right. And then you also have Garland, Mobley, Allen, Rubio. You also have Stevens, Windler, Dean Wade. They have length on that team. Karis LeVert. Right. They have a lot of length.
Oh, Hepatitis C, your lady said the Mavericks tanked that game so they could get a top 10 protected pick.
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah.
Wow.
But come on, Dallas. You could have screwed the draft pick, man. You went to the Western Conference Finals last year. And you don't even.
And you got 2 All-Stars already.
Exactly. Like it's shameful.
You should be playing for now when you got 2 guys that you should be committing to. Because 2 guys that's been playing in the league for multiple years don't want to rebuild with a bunch of young players. Mm-hmm. They want to win now. Luka wants to win now. Kyrie wants to win now. Why not put the pieces around them that you got? Let's get some depth in the offseason.
I agree, man. It's just horrible, man. It's just horrible. So you got the Cavs in 6 over the Knicks. To me, if Randall comes back and he's hang on, man.
But yeah, Mavs, Hepatitis C you later. That's crazy though, man. That's just flat out crazy. You got 1 top 10 player in the league, 1 top 15 player in the league. You mean to tell me you can't just get some basic defensive players to build around Kyrie and Luka? You know, they didn't have to do that though. See you later. Why would they need a top 10 draft pick for when they got Kyrie and Luka? There's a bunch of veterans out there that you could take and build your team up and get some defense. The only thing they lacking is defense because 2 of their top stars don't play defense. That's it. They'd be a title contender if you give them some defense. They'd beat a lot of teams with defense. They don't need a top 10 pick. But they needed some damn defense. Watch they lose Kyrie Irving and mess around and probably lose Luka. I hope that top 10 pick will be worth it because you're going to lose a generational star in Luka and one of the top 15 best players in the world in Kyrie Irving. Keep playing. Let them keep playing. Mess around and they went from the Western Conference Finals to not making the playoffs at all. They lost Jalen Brunson, right? And that's the guy that Lucas said he liked playing with. And you, Mark Cuban, you didn't even make an effort to keep the guy. Mark Cuban said he didn't even have a chance to talk to Jalen Brunson. That Jalen Brunson just left. Oh, nice. Woo, look at that. Look at that. Wifey spaghetti. That's that good stuff. That's that good stuff. You know what I mean? That's pathetic. I hope they lose Luka. I hope they lose Kyrie Irving.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Where you hope the Mavs break up their team? Why?
Cause basketball karma.
Good point.
If Luka demands a trade, I ain't gonna be mad at him. If Kyrie Irving walks, I ain't gonna be mad at him because those guys want to win.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna stick around and rebuild? Go ahead and lose generational talent in Luka. Luka's going to be one of the best players in the league for years to come.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, and then also another matchup that I don't think people are talking enough: Warriors and Kings. What's it feeling?
Warriors and Kings.
Yeah.
That's another team I hope get basketball karma. I hope the Warriors beat the brakes off those guys because
why?
The Sacramento Queens was tanking, didn't want no smoke with the Lakers.
Ooh, is that why you think that they rested Malik Monk, Kevin Herter, DeMontis Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox on Friday?
Yes. That's all about seeding. That's why I didn't like it about Friday. You know? So I hope they lose in the first round. I'd be rooting for the Golden State Warriors to beat them. Oh, you think we could you could beat us so easily? Let Steph Curry show you why he a 4-time champion. I hope he beat the brakes off them boys.
Well, here's the schedule for Saturday, though. Well, you might see your chance come Saturday on ABC. Look, this is the schedule. You have Brooklyn, Philly, starting the playoff party next Saturday, 1:00. Then you got the 7-8 winner between Atlanta and Miami going into Beantown, 3:30. Then 6:00, you got New York and Cleveland at the land, I should say, 6:00. And then 8:30, you'll see you will want to see Chef Curry and the Warriors look to splash out the Beam Squad, the Beam Team in Sacktown on ABC. I want to throw it out there. Did you know it will be the first ABC game for the Kings since 2007? Just want to throw it out there.
Wow, that's crazy. See you later. Said the Mavericks. He don't think the Mavericks would have done anything either way. I don't know, man. I think the Mavericks, all they miss, anybody knows if you watch Mavericks play, G Money, what was they missing the most? It's defense.
Defense, rim protection, rebounding, and so also the bench. They didn't have a real bench.
Right. So if you get veteran pieces, some guys that could play some defense, and you build around Luka and Kyrie Irving, you'll be set.
Right. And they didn't have a bench neither. That's another reason why they floundered at all. I was so wrong about the Mavs, and you were so right. I remember Chi-Town said, "Oh, the Mavs were not going to make the playoffs." He was spot on. I was emphatically wrong about that team, man. Like, bruh, losing Jalen Brunson was stupid. Why not just give him the 4-year, $55 million extension? Just give it to him already. You should have did that. And then trading away Dinwiddie and Vinny Smith for Kyrie was stupid. I mean, Kyrie's a great player, but come on. You traded him for Markieff Morris to Kyrie, which was stupid and wrong. And you didn't get any big man at all. I don't know, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he said the Warriors will torch the Kings. See you later. I hope so, too.
I mean, it's possible.
I hope so. I mean, all I could do is
possibility, but you never know how a series like this can go. I know the Kings stink on defense, but same thing with the Warriors, too. I know the Warriors are a better defensive team, and the game does slow down, and the Kings do struggle on the half court. But consider this, too, right? Golden State doesn't have a bench. Sacramento has a bench, though, so you got to consider that, though. And they don't have anyone to stop Sabonis in the paint. I know Draymond Green's a good interior defender, but Sabonis can hit the mid-range shot and occasionally can hit the three. So you got to consider that, though. And also consider
sorry, I'm going to answer his question real quick. I'm not talking about right now, I'll see you later. I'm talking about they should at least still compete to go to the playoffs right now. And then in the offseason, they could get some defense, rim protection, and all that other stuff. Okay. It should be easy to build a team around Luka and Kyrie Irving. You got one top 10, one top 15 player for me.
Mm-hmm.
That should be enough to build around. There should be no excuses to get veterans around you.
No, right.
There's always players available. There's always ways to get players on your team. Guys that just willing to play some defense. You know, it's not that hard.
Right. And another thing too, do you get upset when people confuse the word excuse to reason, man? I hate when people confuse the word excuse to reason. An excuse is an invalid explanation to do something, but a reason is just a reason. I'll give you an example, right? If a person didn't go to work because they caught the virus, is that an excuse? No. But you know what I'm saying, G?
Yeah.
Like that's not an it's an example. That's not an excuse. If a person didn't go to work because they caught Rona, that's not an excuse. That's a reason. Like you know, like I hate when people confuse excuses to reason, man. It's annoying.
Oh yeah.
Not every explanation is an excuse.
Wait, why it says Boston to be for the play-in? Boston has to see who they're gonna face from the play-in.
Yeah, the guys see the 7-8 winner. Yeah, they'll play either Miami or Atlanta, and we both got Miami, so which will probably re-enter the Eastern Conference Finals. And not just
but money. You know what I want to see? I want to see Miami versus Boston.
Yeah, and you better root for the Heat on Tuesday. You better root for the Heat to flame out the Hawks on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll be doing that then. Yeah.
If the Heat play the Celtics, who do you think will win that series?
Say that again.
If the Heat play the Celtics, who do you think will win that series?
The Heat play the Celtics. Celtics.
In how many games?
Probably about 6.
Agreed. Why was they play the Hawks?
Oh, I think they beat the Hawks in 5 games.
Yeah.
There's too much wings, too much weapons. The Hawks can't stop that.
Yeah, and the Celtics have a bench. The Hawks don't have a bench. Yeah, and the Celtics have too many bigs too. Yeah.
Chris Murray and Tyler Hendricks, I take those are draft picks, but you don't need a lot of draft picks when you got 2 elite players on your team. Anytime in basketball, when you got 2 elite players on your team, you better build veterans around that team. Because if you look at the history of basketball, young teams barely win championships. If not, they really don't win championships at all. You know what I mean? Pelicans, Sacramento Kings. I mean, the list goes on and on. A lot of young teams just don't win championships. It's always the veteran, experienced teams. You know, for the most part, they got two superstars on it, at least. You know, they got the history of it. Last year, you just got the Golden State Warriors. The year before that, who won the year before that?
Bucks. It was the Bucks.
Milwaukee Bucks. You know, Giannis was a veteran by then. You had a bunch of vets already on that team. It's not like that was a young
2020 the Lakers, a veteran team.
Yeah, so it's always the history of basketball. Veteran teams has been winning championships, no matter how you slice it. It's just more veteran teams than young up and coming, teams winning championships. Those teams never win. They're just babies.
For the most part, yeah. The only other team that came close is probably the 2015 Warriors, you can say. Yeah.
So yeah, man, and that's about it. I can't think of too many veteran. I'm trying to think of a real young team that just got a bunch of young rookies on it. When the last time they won the championship?
Just like an uber young team, really. I mean, if you want to see like the early 60s Celtics, okay, like the early 60s Celtics, but other than that, not much young teams.
Yeah. Well, that's a business decision. See you later. They could work something out. If Kyrie want to win the championship with Luka, they got to work something out. Somebody could take a pay cut, you know?
Oh, another thing too. What do you think about the Lakers signing Tristan Thompson for the playoffs?
That's a good pickup. I mean, he's a solid. He's another big. He could rebound and defend the paint a little bit if he's still got some left in the tank. You know, but see you later. Role players are like trees. They're everywhere. You can always find a role player to fit 2 superstars. Role players are very common, but Luka is not common. Kyrie Irving is not common. That's the difference between role players and a superstar. You can't find that much LeBron James is walking outside. There's only one LeBron James. There's only one Kevin Durant. But there's a lot of Pat Bevs. There's a lot of role players. Role players are very easy to come by. They common.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So if you got a chance to keep a top 10 elite player happy, you better give him some good role plays. And the Dallas Mavericks fucked up. They let Jalen Bronson go. They didn't even get a chance to talk to the guy.
Yeah.
You had problems with Porzingis. You let him go because he couldn't get along with him. Yeah, and they traded him. They're just making bad decisions, bro. That's nobody to blame but the Dallas Mavericks.
And not just that. Remember back in the old day, they didn't want to pay Steve Nash, remember? And then go to Phoenix. And then that was the summer of 2004. And then the summer of 2011, they didn't want to pay Tyson Chandler, and they let him go to New York.
Oh, yeah.
2020, he won Defensive Player of the Year. In fact, Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs with Phoenix in 05 and 06.
Oh, yeah. And how many games did the Warriors beat the Mavericks last year by?
5. They beat him in 5.
Beat them in 5 games. But they were in the Western Conference Finals. Now they're not even in the playoffs. So that original roster that they had, something was working. They had one superstar and a bunch of role players. You know, veterans get the job done. You know, they could have been there was one series away to getting into the NBA Finals.
Exactly.
You know, you would think that if you add Kyrie, you should add some defense to go along with it. Kyrie don't play no defense. Luka's not a good defender. Make up for their flaws, you know. Mm-hmm. He said, "I like seeing the Mavs struggle." Mark Cuban and his crying. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, he actually was one of those guys complaining about it. I think the Mavs get a lot of karma though. Watch it. If both of those guys walk away, I'm blaming that on the management. Mm-hmm. I'm blaming it on the management because you had all these players and you failed to keep them. That's on you. And if I'm Luka, I'm like, hey, what are you doing to help me win the championship? I'm wasting my time here.
Crazy. Another storylines of these playoff run. Did you know this will be the first time since 2021 that we get the Clippers and Suns in the playoffs? Remember last time the Clippers were in the playoffs, the Clippers get the Suns all they could handle, but the Clippers lost to them in 6 games. The Suns shined bright in 6 from Chris Paul, had a magnificent 41-point explosion when Devin Booker had that 40-point triple-double in game 1. Like, when DeAndre Ayton was balling. Like, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So keep an eye on that. And also KD versus Russ. Ooh-hoo!
Oh, yes. That's good. That's going to be a fun
Kawhi.
That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be good to see those two guys arguing all day long.
That'll be awesome. Man, if PG can just come back healthy, because they got Norman Powell back, which is huge. If everyone could just come back healthy for both teams, man, it's going to be a 7-game war. Watch.
And see you later says he has a feeling Cuban wanted to prevent Kyrie from going to the Lakers too. So karma is hitting them. Well, guess what? Karma could hit him a big time because Kyrie may walk and go to the Lakers anyway. So he's still lose.
Very possible, but I have a feeling Kyrie's not going to the Lakers because if that to happen, D'Lo might need to be gone. Other guys might need to be gone.
They make that in a heartbeat. You think the Lakers are going to pick D'Angelo Russell over Kyrie Irving and LeBron James wants him?
I mean, we'll find out.
It's the Lakers, man. The Lakers like star power. Throughout the history, the Lakers always built their franchise on taking big marquee names. If you're a big-time free agent, you're an all-star, the Lakers want you. Lakers always do that. They showtime. You know? It's the Lakers franchise. Throughout the history, Lakers, how many elite greatest basketball players of all time are Lakers? You could look at your top 10. Probably got 6 or 7 guys that played for the Lakers on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So Lakers throughout history have been taking superstar players. This is not something new.
Mm-hmm.
No, LeBron is an all-time. He became a Laker. Kobe, Magic, Kareem, Walt Chamberlain. The list goes on and on. How many great players put on a Laker jersey? It's just very common. And the minute they come free agent, one of the biggest things they want to do is go to the Lakers. It has a lot of history. You know, Lakers don't do the draft mostly. They just get superstars.
Mm-hmm. Right.
He says 2 of the biggest chokers playing each other in the first round. Whoever chokes the least will win. Suns probably win.
Probably.
I guess he go for Clippers and the Suns are chokers. Well, the Clippers had the Suns got some good choking examples too. You
Yeah,
seen
we
what
sure
Luka did to them last year.
And then the year before, what the Bucks did to them.
Oh my God, Giannis embarrassed them, bro.
And Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday, and Brooke Lopez, and Bobby Portis, and Pat Connaughton. Yeah.
Oh damn, he naming everybody. Yes, that is true.
And not just look at last year: Spencer Dinwiddie, Jalen Brunson, Vinny Smith, Davis Bertans,
per ass woman. So they gotta. That's why I thought the Suns that was missing that one superstar. They got a lot of good plays, but they need that one guy to take them over the top, kind of like Kawhi did to the Raptors. Kevin Durant could be that guy for the Suns.
Very possible. Very possible. And I want to ask you, whoever loses this series, do you think one of these teams break up? Whoever loses this series between the Clippers and the Suns?
I think the Clippers will most likely break up. The offseason is going to be very interesting, bro. You got Dame Dollar and the Blazers. He don't want to be on a rebuilding team. If they keep going young, Dame Dollar's going to leave. He may go to the Lakers. I think the Lakers going to get either get D'Angelo Russell to resign, they're going to get Dame Dollar, or they're going to get Kyrie. They're getting an all-star point guard this offseason. I honestly believe the Lakers are getting somebody, and that somebody is a point guard. Then you got Luka and Kyrie and Dallas. That's going to be interesting. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. Don't be surprised. You look at your phone. Luka requests a trade. We're looking for trade partners. That may be the talk throughout the whole offseason.
It is possibility, like what KD did this summer.
Yep. Same way, man. So it's going to be interesting. And a lot of people, Dame Dollar said, I think on one of his songs, he said F loyalty. So he's throwing out hints that he's done with the Blazers. Dame Dollar may be done. That he may throw that loyalty thing out the window now and say, hey, I'm leaving. So if he leaves, I think he should go to Milwaukee. I always wanted to see him pair up with Giannis.
Right. Your hepatitis, hop in the panel, man.
I think Lakers learned that they can't win with 3-star formation. At least I hope they learn 2 stars in depth is the way. Yes, it is. That's the traditional way. That is the traditional way. That's how they've been getting done for quite some time throughout the history of basketball. I keep telling people super teams are overrated. You don't need to stack your team with a bunch of all-stars.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. Yeah.
So,
yeah, man.
I agree with you on that. But you're sticking to your guns. You got the Phoenix Suns winning it all, right?
No. Going to the finals. I got the Boston Celtics winning it all.
Oh, okay. Tatum gets revenge?
Yep. I think Tatum gets his first ring. I think Jaylen Brown gets his first ring. I think something tells me Boston's going to turn things around. I know they're a little bit inconsistent. I know they're too 3-point happy, but when they want to, they can't get to the rack at will, and they do utilize the mid-range shot sometimes. So that's the thing why I got Boston. I think they match very well against any team that in the playoffs, though. So, and I think that the wings you can throw on KD, Booker, and CP3, and they have the big man that can slow down DeAndre, and they have a better bench. That's why I got the Celtics winning the championship.
Yeah. What's up, Tay?
Salute, Tay. Hey, Tay, your Lakers are surging at the right time.
Oh, yeah. I know you got some talk. He loves roasting the Clippers and bigging up the Lakers, man. So I know you want to come up in here and laugh and say something. So if you want, just come on, brother. It's your time to talk your stuff.
It's crazy, man. I also said Happy Easter, right, P? Happy Easter.
Yes, you did. Happy Easter to everybody here in the panel that came through. It's from yesterday too as well. So we start splurging, man. We doing our thing, man. And thanks to everybody from my other channel, Just Prince TV. I don't drop content on it all the time, but when I do, it really takes off. The last one I think we had like 10,000. Thanks. Not congratulations, but thanks to you guys. Thank you. We keep that hip hop street talk going. Celtics are winning, especially with unhappy. He said they aren't winning with unhappy Jaylen Brown. He doesn't look happy there. Your rebuttal to that, G Money?
It's a possibility, but who knows? Maybe this year's playoffs could be a little bit different, though. Maybe this year's playoffs could be a little bit different. I mean, I just think Boston matches well against every team in the NBA. That's the thing. The only teams that I can legitimately see them losing to is Philly, Phoenix, a healthy Clippers, on top of legitimately losing to Philly, Milwaukee, a healthy Clippers, Phoenix, and that's it.
And Tay Davis, Tay says he don't see the Celtics winning neither. So
Then
you
who's
got
gonna
two.
win? Well, I could see the Sun. I mean, it's gonna be wide open though. It's gonna be wide open.
G Money, you know what? I got the champions coming out the West this year.
What changed your mind though?
I just think the West just got better teams, man. I just see the West coming out. Like the two best teams. Excuse me. The two best teams in the East, the Clippers and not the Clippers, the Celtics and the Bucks. I don't know. I just don't see them. I see the Celtics like playing into their weakness more than their strengths, and they do that in the postseason a lot. The Bucks, if they healthy, then maybe they could pull it off.
But with Chris Middleton being hot, being hurt, who knows?
Giannis is called the best player in the world, so I want to see some of that because we can't keep giving him that title if he keep losing every year, you know. So, and he don't win this year, I think, or at least do something to go real far in the playoffs, you know. Then I may have to strip him of that title because I can't keep giving a guy best player in the world if you keep losing. You get a pass every now and then, depending on the situation, because we did that with LeBron. We call LeBron the best player in the world, even though he lost, you know, a lot of times, even if he didn't win that year. So we could do the same for Giannis, but I don't like doing that consistently because it comes a gimmick. You know, you got to at least win every now and then because even when LeBron was losing, he still won every now and then. If he lost one year, he may win, you know, the next year. You know, so I need to see that from Giannis. You can't keep losing every year, bro. You know, last year you won is 2021, right? So it'd be good to win this year. You losing 2 years in a row, we call you the best player in the world. I may have to take that away from you, you know. So, but we'll see what happens. But I'd be glued into that Warriors versus Kings series because I want to see the Warriors put it on them.
Because for like karma to the Kings, like you just
it's like
because they're like chicken. They were like playing like chicken on Friday. I can say.
Yeah, man, they didn't want the spoke with the Lakers, bro. You know, so
it's just kind of shameful if you're Sacramento.
Yeah, you got a high seed team. Don't you believe in yourself? You should believe you could beat the Lakers. Why are you running away from them for? And it looks like the organization may be scared too. That's why they pull the plug on it, you know. But guess what? You think the Warriors are easy to beat? 4-time champion Steph Curry will have some answering to do to that. I think he'll disagree with that. So I hope he dropped 50. I hope the Warriors get busy on them boys, you know. So I'll be rooting for the Warriors, just like I'm gonna be rooting for my Knicks.
Right. Well, look, but hey, you have ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV, right?
Yeah, I got them all.
Okay, so sweet. So you can just go on ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV. So that's good.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on all of them. But I know, yeah, man, series goes in the Warriors' way. You know, the Knicks and Cleveland Cavaliers made the best team win, but I'm gonna be rooting for my Knicks. I got nothing against the club. I got nothing against the Cavaliers. They played man basketball all year long. They're honorable. They're respectable. They don't duck spoke. They play against anybody. I respect that. If you want to compete, I respect you. You know, so made the best team win. Boston Celtics is another team that loves to compete. Let's see what happens with their seed. And Philly, you're gonna have to do something this year. Joe Embiid, you keep MVP candidate.
You gotta get to the NBA Finals. In fact, you gotta get to a conference final at some point.
Even your rival, the Joker, been to the Western Conference Finals. You got to get there, bro.
Exactly. And I want to throw it out there too. Did you know Mikal Bridges? Remember, he went to Villanova, right? Remember the Sixers drafted Mikal Bridges and traded him to the Suns. Remember?
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges trying to knock out the team that drafted him.
That's gonna be crazy. You know, so yeah, but it should be interesting, man. You know, but Yeah, man, Joe Embiid, I be hoping that you actually be successful, man. I don't want to see you get a downfall. You worked hard. You've been an MVP candidate a lot of years. So just get the job done, bro. We can't allow him to have excuses. We're gonna have to hold him accountable, especially if he can't produce in the season. That's when it really counts most. If you're a regular season player, you keep playing like an MVP every regular season, but
And
the
second
playoffs
straight
come.
scoring title, you gotta go for a second straight scoring title in your back pocket. You gotta put your team on your back and take them to the promised land.
Yeah, man, you gotta show us something. You gotta show us something. You know, this should be James Harden should be playing with a chip on his shoulder too.
Mm-hmm.
He said any see you later said any team with Harden isn't going far in the playoffs. Do you agree with that?
To an extent, yes and no. To an extent, yes and no. Yes, because Harden's not a number one championship team. He's not. But no, because he did get to a conference final though as a number one. And he did get to the NBA Finals as a number 3 with the Thunder. So I say yes and no to that question, to that statement, yes or no.
All right. And by the way, Hannah is back. So y'all should show salute to Hannah. She's back.
Salute, Hannah. Happy Easter.
Yep. She just got back from the Philippines like 2 days ago.
Nice.
So, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's gonna be fucking interesting, bro. I mean, this is what I wait for. I love the postseason. And the only thing I would say I like about the play-in, I'm a little old school. I don't like the play-in too much, but I do appreciate the fact that those games have a playoff atmosphere. Those guys really go after it. It's not like they slacking. They really want to win. So I would give them credit for at least doing that. You know, I give them credit for at least doing that, even though I don't like that because by next season, 2024, it's going to be the regular season tournament. I want to see how that comes out. I think that's going to be stupid. You know, so but I believe it's 8 teams each that will compete for it. It's like
teams around that, yeah.
What's the point of that? Are you going to factor that in?
I think every team gets involved. No. Every team gets involved with the regular. I think every team gets involved.
You sure about that?
I think so.
I think it's like an 8-team thing. 8 teams, and you know it just goes from there. You know, the 8 teams become 4 teams, 4 teams become 2 teams, 2 teams become 1 team. That's your championship. So, but what would that do for you? Will you use that to say, hey, I think this team going to win the championship because they won the regular season tournament?
Really? They'll just be like, what the hell, man? So like, who cares for that?
Exactly. So that won't factor in anything. So that's why I'm asking. You're not going to use that as a way to make your argument if you think a certain team going to win a championship, correct? Right. So because I'm not going to look at a team and be like, hey, they won a regular season tournament. I suspect them to win an NBA championship now.
Like, I know the WNBA has the Commissioner's Cup, the WNBA, but other than that, I don't know why the NBA needs this in-season tournament. It's just ridiculous.
Oh,
like, it's just overdoing it. I can somewhat understand the playing game, somewhat, even though I think the playing game is kind of pushed. Even though I think the playing game is kind of unfair, I can somewhat understand the playing. The in-season, it's like, consider it still, play. What happens if star players get hurt in the playing? Excuse me, in the in-season. Like, think about that.
Yeah, I don't know what's the point of that. I think that's just to get people more into basketball because they lost ratings.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, hey, whatever. I don't know how people can get into that. I don't know how, but okay.
See you later. Said Clippers going.
Yeah, the in-season tournament's going to involve all 30 teams. I just checked. It's going to involve all 30 teams. Yeah.
How many teams?
All of them. 30 teams. All of them.
Oh wow. But how's the format? I don't understand that.
Let me share this. Let me switch the tab. Okay. You got it.
Tournament. Okay.
You see it?
Yeah. I see it.
Let me bring it up. Yeah.
Okay. The in-season tournament is a new tournament format. Well, including all 30 teams. Each franchise will play a series of games that will determine the 8 teams that advance to the knockout phase. Yeah, so it's still going into what I said. 8 teams, then you go to a final 4, and then you go to your final 2. So
Yeah.
8, all teams get a chance, but then the rest of the teams then it comes down to 8 teams, and those 8 teams become 4. This is a March Madness repeat. That's all this is.
So,
It's just
John,
the
long time no
NBA.
see, man.
Yeah, this is just a March Madness for the NBA. That's all this is.
Yes. What's going on, man? Happy Easter, John.
Happy Easter, guys.
Yeah,
What's
man.
going
Yo,
on?
we cooking on. What's your thoughts on this?
The in-season tournament.
And what's that about? Don't they already have the play-in tournament?
Yeah, they do. They do have the playing, yeah. But
Yeah,
So it's gonna be so next season's gonna be an in-season tournament and a play-in tournament.
yep,
What kind of nonsense is this?
it's bull. It's BS. It's wrong.
it's basically the crown regular season champions, John.
It's gonna start in November. It starts to start in November. You see the article, John? I have.
I see it. I do see it.
And not to sound snarky, but remember early in the year you said the Kings had no chance to make the playoffs. Well, I'm not saying they're going far in the playoffs. I'm not saying that, but you got to at least admit that you were wrong about the Kings. They're tough. They're the number 3 seed in the West. You got to at least admit you were wrong about the Kings.
Yeah, I was wrong because they made some significant trades that changed up everything.
Getting Kevin Herter was huge. Getting Dellavedova, Malik Monk was big for them. De'Aaron Fox was clutch all season. Sabonis.
Yeah, they made significant changes to the roster and they got Mike Brown as their coach. So
Great coach.
That's-
Mike Brown should win coach of the year. Yeah, man.
yeah, I meant like when I said that it was due to the current construction of their roster.
Right.
But once they made those significant changes and they changed it to Mike Brown, I knew that Mike Brown when they made those changes, I was in another stream and I said that Mike Brown's gonna get them to the playoffs in his first year. Just watch.
And he did not only they did that and more. Think about it. They have 25 road wins, most road wins since 2005 for them. Also, 48 wins, most wins since 2006. Also, the fact that if you look at Sacramento, they have the best offensive ratings first time since 1997. They're a team that plays fast, get into transition, they move the ball around the horn. You have Sabonis who can not only can score in the paint, he can hit the mid range, he can hit the top of the key 3. You have shooters on that squad. And speaking of the Kings, I want to ask you, John, did you think Sacramento tanked to play Golden State instead of the LA Lakers on Friday?
No, I don't think so. I just think that it was just one of those games where they got caught up in a back-to-back, and towards the later half of the series of the season, you want to rest your players up for the playoffs. So they got caught up at the end of a back-to-back, and they just needed the rest. It's just coincidence.
John, are they going home in the first round?
They're playing the Warriors.
They're playing the Warriors.
Starting-
they're going. I think they're going home in the first round. They had a good run.
I think so too. I got them going home.
I'm still undecided, man. I'm still undecided though, because this series seems kind of wacky. I'm still undecided though. On one hand, I look at both sides. I look at the Warriors' experience because obviously they've been here, done that before. Because
I see you later. He disagrees with.
Your Habitatus disagrees with you, John. He thinks that the Kings did quote unquote tank to play the Warriors instead of the Kings. Because he brought up the fact that the Lakers won in Sacramento with Russ at the time with 80 was out.
Oh no, that's me. Is that me? Okay, my jump is missing. All right.
Right, yo, John, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm still here. So that was you, Prince, that was messing up.
Yeah, I guess that was me. I thought that was G, but it was me.
No, I'm good. And another surprise team. And John, what do you think about the Knicks, though? You think New York was surprising? A team that only won 37 games last year, won 10 more games this year, 47 wins for the most wins since 2013, won 54 games. I mean,
I don't see the Knicks as surprising because at this point, I expect them to make the playoffs. At this point, they've always been. I say over the past 4 years now,
Yeah, we made the playoffs two out of 3 years now. 2 out of 3, yeah.
Yo, John,
Yeah.
what about the play-in? Who you got winning?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I hate the plan. I think the 7th and 8th seed should stay the 7th and 8th seed. They shouldn't have to fight to keep their seeding.
Right, I agree.
I do not like
Great.
rewarding mediocrity. I don't like rewarding the
Thank you.
9th and 10th
Thank
seed
you.
for a
Thank
playoff
you.
spot. They had
Preach.
82 games to get it done. They had 82 games.
Thank you. Preach.
Thank
That's
you.
what all.
It's
That's all I,
nonsense.
John. That's all I be saying. I don't like rewarding mediocrity. I think winners should be getting the credit that they rightfully deserve.
Because I just listen. I like the Lakers' chances of beating the Minnesota Timberwolves over because they imploded, today.
Oh yeah, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy might get suspended for the game, and McDonald's is out for the season to like for a self-inflicted wound.
Punching his hand on the wall. Yeah.
So I strongly believe that the 7th seed is going to be locked up for the Lakers, and they're going to manhandle the Memphis Grizzlies
without
because Steve Adams is gone and Brandon Clark is out due to the ruptured Achilles.
That's their front line.
Yeah, they don't have a front line. It's a wrap for Memphis. They're going home in the first round.
Yeah, because Jaren Jackson, you can stretch the floor and defend, but like you said, man, he's foul hardy. I mean, that's gonna be a problem. The Grizzlies are deep, but they're gonna need a big.
John, what about the rest of the match? OKC
and North. We got
OKC. I could see OKC upsetting the Pelicans and robbing them of the 8th spot.
No, this is the 9-10 game.
It's 9-10. I could see OKC beating the Pelicans, and fighting the loser of and fighting the Minnesota Timberwolves for the 8th spot.
And who do you think will win that? If that would have happened, let's say Thunder T-Wolves, who do you think gets in?
Thunder T-Wolves, to be brutally honest, if Cat goes off, I could see Minnesota winning.
Okay. Then you got Hawks and Heat. Who you got for the 7th seed?
Hawks and Heat. I got the Heat beating the Hawks. They know how they. Oh man, let me dial it back a bit. I can't see the Heat winning, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to come down to the wire.
Agreed. Miami struggles to score a lot because they don't have shot creators consistently. Yeah.
And then for what about the
Bulls and Raptors? You can see it, right?
Are you a believer in Denver?
No, I don't believe in Denver. I don't believe Denver's gonna make it to the finals. I believe they'll make a good run, but they're not gonna make it to the finals.
Isn't that crazy, John? We talking about 1 through 3 seed being knocked off
because that's because they're gonna be going up against like championship experienced teams like the Lakers and the Warriors.
And you know what? Those bottom teams are the teams that we thought would have been 1 through 3. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but come on, like players like Steph and LeBron did, like the regular season don't matter for them.
Right.
Yeah, might be in trouble facing those teams.
But I mean, like to be brutally honest, like if let's say both let's hypothetically.
I would agree with you this time, John, because as time goes by, players are starting to lose interest in the regular season.
I don't think it's because of that. I'm thinking because specifically for Steph Curry and LeBron James, they both have 4 championships. They know what it takes for a postseason run. Right. So and due to the play-in, players like Steph and LeBron, they could trick off the regular season, make it up in the play-in, and still go on a deep run.
Yeah, I think that could be said about a lot of guys now. You got
you can't say that about a lot of guys. A lot of guys don't have championship pedigree. A lot of guys don't have championship pedigrees. Only LeBron, Steph, Giannis, players like that.
Yeah. So that's Dre so far. Do you got Kevin Durant on that list too, or no?
Yeah, and
Nah,
technically Kyrie too. Technically, they're in the
nah,
plane too.
nah. I don't got Kevin Durant like that. Kevin Durant on his own, can't win a championship.
Mm.
Well,
And that
I get you, oh, John, but guess what? Whether you consider him or not, there is a player that even does throw himself on that list. That's Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard say he don't care about the regular season.
But he
See,
never cared. He
never
like
did.
for every team he's been on, he's been load managing while the team carried the load in regular season, and then
Right.
then he shows up in the playoffs.
That is
Kawhi's
true.
been doing that his entire career. So
Yeah,
Right.
but it's John, I
like, you
think
already
there's a
know
lot
the
of
MO with
players.
Kawhi.
John, I think there's a lot of players that's going to follow that model. That's why they're doing this tournament. They got the playing in.
No, they're not gonna follow that model no more because remember, next season you gotta
Mhm.
play 65 games to get the major awards.
Mhm.
Right.
If you don't play 65 games, you're ineligible.
Now we're gonna see how much people actually care about that now. So next season we interested on many levels. If some guys still do that, John, they don't even care about individual accolades no more.
True, but at the same time, but it also bring rooms for like role players will be able to get those awards now because
Yeah,
they'll
that'd be
be
crazy.
playing 65 games and stuff.
That'd be crazy, John.
Right.
I don't think the NBA would make an exception to give a role player MVP. They'd come up with something. It'd be hard for a role player to win an MVP. Bro.
Listen, listen, if they're preseason favorites like Luka Doncic and LeBron, Kevin
Right.
Durant, and let's say Devin Booker and John
Right.
Morant don't play 65 games, they're not. It's gonna force their hand.
They give it to another all-star before they give it to a role player.
Right.
They give it to some. I never will see a role player winning an MVP award. It just never happens.
Man, they probably give it to Andrew Wiggins, man.
Holy shit! All right, at least he was an all-star. So I mean,
Yeah, he was so. I
So,
mean,
yeah,
they'll probably give it to
John,
Andrew Wiggins or Jared Jackson Jr. or
but John, that'd be a bad look for the NBA. Even if just to think of that, bro. Give it a role player an MVP award.
Man, it wouldn't be
that wouldn't be reserved for the best of the best.
But that wouldn't be the first time we watched Andre Iguodala get Finals MVP.
No, not Finals MVP. I'm
No,
talking
we're
about
talking regular.
Yeah, regular season MVP.
I'll say the next one would be probably like hold on, like the last person to win an MVP without playing 65 games was Bill Walton, right?
Yeah, it was Bill
Yeah,
Walton.
Bill Walton.
It was
Right.
Bill Walton. He was on the Blazers back then. I want to throw
Right.
it out there before we continue. John, we got the Bulls and the Raptors in a 9-10 game. Who you got
Bulls
to
and
play against the
Raptors.
Hawks?
Right. So I got the Raptors winning because I like their size better.
Yeah, size. They're great at home. They're playing well at home. They're faster, athletic. I agree. So you got the Raptors. So you got the Raptors and the Hawks fighting for the 8th seed. Who you got? Who you think is the 8th seed?
I think the Toronto Raptors in the end will get the 8th seed.
Okay. Same here, man. So you got Toronto just winning the next 2 games again themselves in the 8th seed, playing against the Milwaukee Bucks, right?
Yes.
So a rematch of the 2019 Eastern Conference Finals between Toronto and Milwaukee. Nice.
Yeah.
And John, some people told me the playing tournament's the playoffs. Do you agree with that? I don't think it is.
No. The playing tournament is simply like, think of it as a state of limbo. It's not the regular season and it's not the playoffs. It's an in between. It's a limbo state.
Exactly.
Let me ask you, John, as a consumer of the NBA, are you into this in-season tournament, March Madness style, or you think it's stupid?
I think it's absolutely whack.
Yo, everybody talk to about that.
I mean, you gotta like you're not gonna get the college viewers into it. It's just you're not beating the ratings for March Madness. Like, just stop.
Yeah, true that. I agree.
I wish David Stern was still alive.
Yeah, man. Some of these whack ideas is just crazy. But the
Agreed.
Final Four would come near Christmas time, G Money. So you would get to see the champions crown near the holiday.
Right.
Your Prince, what's the point of this in-season tournament? Like, what's the goal?
Well, you become regular season champions
champions and you win money out of it.
and you win money out of it. That's it.
I'm like, really? I mean, I'm fine with the money part, but why regular season champs? For what?
You're gonna hang that banner up.
Why not do the money part for the playoffs, man? Do that for the playoffs.
Well, do you get an MVP out of that sooner or later? You're gonna be like, we got a regular season tournament. Let's do a regular season MVP for the tournament.
Oh,
Then you can, I don't understand where you're going with this because you're gonna have to give a player some individual award for it, right? So you get a regular season MVP and an end regular season MVP too. Well, you know.
Yo,
How does
John,
that
we
go?
had the time. Check the private chat. We had the time, John. Please. It's just unbelievable, man. I agree with John, and I agree with you, Pete. The in-season tournament is just a waste of time. It's like I think about this too. Players can get hurt in the plane. I was going to say in-season tournament. They can get hurt. They can catch Rona and be out.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Hell yeah. Oh, yo, John, who you got? I gotta ask John this. Who you got going to the finals out the West?
Out the West, let me think. Oh man, this is hard.
It's hard.
Let's break down series by series. Let's start series by series, okay? So let's start series by series, all right? So John has the Lakers getting the 7th seed, and he has the T-Wolves getting the 8th seed, right, John?
Yes.
Okay, so you got Nuggets, T-Wolves, Grizzlies, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Warriors, Suns, Clippers. So Nuggets team. Let's just break series by series, okay, Pete? You don't mind, right?
Go ahead, do it.
So let's just do the hypothetical here. Nuggets and T-Wolves. Who do you think wins and how many games?
Nuggets and T-Wolves. I got the Nuggets winning in 5 games.
Nuggets in 5. Okay. What will you, Pete? If that series would have happened.
Nuggets in 4.
Wow. Minnesota doesn't get 1?
Yeah, I don't give them 1.
Okay. I'm going Nuggets in 6. Okay. Then you got Grizzlies and Lakers. I'm going Lakers in 6 if that would have happened. You? I got Lakers beating the Grizzlies in 6 if they play the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I go with that. Lakers in 6.
You, John?
Yeah, I got Lakers in 6. Like Grizzlies are pretty tough with with John Morant going downhill, but if Anthony Davis is gonna be sending his shot to the 5th row, I could see this ending in 5.
Good point. Or if D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley starts raining bombs and start getting to the hoop at will, and Rui Hachimura starts clamping guys and hitting big shots, and Austin Reeves have a coming out party, Grizzlies may be done. Okay, then you got the Suns and the Clippers. I'm going Suns. I'm gonna see PG comes back and Suns win in a 7-game masterpiece, 7-game series. The Suns will rise. You?
I could see the Clippers winning in 6.
Ooh. Are you
only because they're a little deeper than the Suns.
Which they are, true.
Well, are you assuming with Paul George coming back or no?
Yes, I'm assuming Paul George does come back on a minutes restriction, and I'll also assume that Kawhi Leonard's gonna actually it's gonna actually try to revert back to the defensive player of the year mode, and try to stop and impede Kevin Durant's movements.
True. And the Clippers have more rebounding too with Plumlee and Zubac, yeah.
And so I would say Clippers in 6.
Okay. What about you, P? Suns Clippers.
I got 2 scenarios. If Paul George is not back, I think Suns in 5.
Okay.
If Paul George is back, I think Suns in 6.
Okay. I'm gonna say PG comes back. Suns in 7 for me. Then you got Warriors and Kings. What's your feeling, guys? Do the Kings pay for the transgressions and the Warriors knock them out, or will the Kings dethrone the champs? What's your feeling?
I'm going with the vets. Steph
Yeah, I'm
Curry
going-
championship experience. Great, one of the greatest shooters of all time. I'm going with Steph.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, I got Golden State winning in 5.
Wow.
I got Golden State in
They're
6.
closing out in Sacramento. And wait. They're gonna close this out in Beam City. So you're saying they're gonna close out in Beam City, Sacramento in 5?
Yes, in 5.
Wow. So the Kings fans won't like the Beam, huh?
That's what's up.
Nah.
Wow. So John got Dubs in 6, Dubs in 5, excuse me. And P, you got Dubs in how many games? Warriors in
6.
how? Dubs in 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shock everyone. You're gonna laugh at me. Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Give me the Sacramento Kings to light up the beam and light up the champs in 7. I got Kings in 7.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to get at each other on that because I don't believe in the Kings at all.
Here's why. Hear me out. The Warriors may have more experience, and it's true. They do have more experience, but sometimes teams who are more experienced doesn't always win. It's proven. Also, consider this too. Even though the Warriors have won 4 out of the last 5 road games after starting a 7-29 on the road, Golden State's still 11-30 on the road, and they're very turnover prone compared to Sacramento. And also the fact is this: Draymond is a good interior defender, but Sabonis can stretch the floor. I'm not saying he's a great shooter, but he can stretch the floor. Also, the fact that the Kings have a better bench. Malik Monk, you have Terrence Davis, you have Trey Lyles, Mac Dellavedova, you have Alex Len, guys who can produce, who has played well off the bench. That's gonna be a factor in my opinion. De'Aaron Fox can kill Steph Curry on drives, and he's athletic too. Yes, I know Andrew Wiggins is coming back, but is he gonna be mentally there? Because remember, Andrew Wiggins hasn't played since February 13th against the Lakers, so we gotta consider that though.
All right.
And again, the Warriors stink on the road though, and the Kings consider this too. Did you know Sacramento's one of the best road teams in the NBA? Like that's another thing you need to consider though. So I'm gonna shock people. Give me the Sacramento Kings to do the unthinkable, and I believe they're gonna light up the champs and light the beam, and the Beam Squad. I think it's going to win the first playoff series for the first time since 2004. Chuck, I'm on that train. Guarantee Kings in 7. So
man, you really vouching for the Kings, man. I'm gonna call them Sacramento Queens throughout the whole series, just based off that. I'm rocking with the Warriors. We're gonna see what's up.
Okay, and then let's go your scenarios in the second round. So let's see. The Nuggets will be playing in John's scenario. The Nuggets will be playing the Clippers, and the Warriors will be playing the Lakers. Let's start with Nuggets Clippers for John. Who you got in that second round series? Nuggets or Clippers?
Let's see. The Nuggets got the Clippers number, man. I'm going with their history, what they've been through before. The Nuggets got their number. I got Nuggets in 6.
Okay. Nuggets in 6. Okay. Okay then. And then you got Warriors and Lakers. Who you got in the second round?
In the second round, I'm most definitely taking the Warriors in 6.
I like that. See that? Well, okay, P. So P, we both got the Nuggets and Suns. And I got Suns and 6 over the Nuggets for me. What about you, man? Nuggets and Suns. What about you?
I got Nuggets and Suns. I'm gonna do a shocker. I say no. I'm say 6. I give them one more game. I say the Suns in 6.
Okay. And then you got the Warriors and Lakers yourself.
I got the Lakers in 7.
Okay. Possible. Why do you say that though?
I think if they fully healthy, both of them squads are fully healthy. I think the Lakers beat them. I think the Warriors got no answer for AD and LeBron, especially in the post. Because they
True.
weak in the middle. If they get into a 3-point shooting contest, the Warriors would beat them. But if they play their cards right and they attack the basket more than settle for threes, they could beat the Warriors. But if they play the Warriors game, they go.
True, and don't forget the Lakers do have good defenders like Austin Reeves, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, Lonnie Walker. They have some very good perimeter defenders too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, and I'm going off some experience. If anybody knows how to play against the Warriors, it's definitely LeBron James, and he knows not to get into a 3-point shooting contest with them.
That's true, and AD has experience against the Warriors too, 2015-18. So I got in my scenario, I'll have the Kings and Lakers. Well, excuse me. In my scenario, I'll have because I got the Lakers being the T-Wolves because I think they're going to suspend Rudy Gobert, and I think the Lakers are going to beat the Wolves and the Grizzlies. And I got Kings and Lakers. Call me cuckoo crazy again. I think the Sacktown train is going to ride to the conference finals. I got the Sacramento Kings doing the unthinkable again, and they're going to defeat the Lakers in 6. Here's why.
Oh my God!
Hear me out. The Kings are fast.
He got them on a Cinderella run.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
the Western Conference Finals. That's it. I didn't. That's it. Here's why. The Kings are deep. Also, Mike Brown. Remember, he used to coach the Los Angeles Lakers. I know it was pre-LeBron AD, but he used to coach the Los Angeles Lakers. Consider this too. The Lakers don't guard it other than Anthony Davis. They don't guard the interior very well themselves neither. Also, the other Lakers can guard the perimeter. But sometimes there's games here and there that the Lakers can fail to close out as far as guarding the 3-point line.
Bro, that's more of a bad. Be honest, I think that's more of a bad matchup for the Kings than the Lakers. The Lakers definitely got advantages over the Kings.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: sometimes the Lakers don't play up to their size. That's my issue, and D'Lo is inconsistent for me. I don't trust D'Angelo Russell consistently. That's my concern. And Malik Beasley's hot and cold. That's my concern, though, man. I don't trust.
And so now that brings us to what, the final 2 now? Conference
final, yeah. I got the Suns and the Kings in the Western Conference Finals. John has the Nuggets and the Warriors, and P has the Suns and the Lakers in the conference final. Let's start with John. Nuggets and Warriors conference final. Bro, who is going to be the last Western Conference team breathing? Who's going to gain the Western Conference supremacy?
I think the Warriors are going to represent the West. I mean,
all right, back to back.
I mean, by that time, Andrew Wiggins' legs is going to be complete under him. They'll be back to back Western Conference champions. The finals, it depends on who comes out on the other side for the finals. Right. But I got them being the back to back Western Conference champions.
All right. And G Money, that's you. You're next.
I got. Sadly, the Kings won.
I got them winning in 6.
All right.
Okay. Sadly, I can't say sadly because I like the Suns. I got the Suns and then the Kings train this time. Give me Suns in 6.
Oh, finally, you off that Cinderella story.
The Kings are not being this team. Stop. The Suns have too many weapons, too many shot creators, too many guys can get to the basket. The Suns also, and remember, it's a half-court game too. The Kings struggle in the half-court. Remember, the Suns thrive in the half court. They can utilize the mid-range game with Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Terrence Ross, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. And also, Phoenix is one of the best perimeter defensive teams in the NBA. And they can block shots from behind, and they're very smart team that can avoid fouling. And the Suns can rebound the ball. Durant, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Ayton is kind of a lazy rebounder, but Ayton, when he wants to, can rebound the ball. And Biyombo when he's healthy. I'm sorry, Kings fans. I will love to pick y'all to go to the NBA Finals, but I'm not.
There's only one problem.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What you saying, John?
No, I'm just saying there's only one problem I have with the veteran teams.
What's that?
Is that most of their stars are injury prone.
Yeah, Warriors, Suns, Clippers,
yeah, most of their stars are injury prone.
Lakers, yeah.
Oh yeah. But then that brings me to my
Clippers, Lakers.
That brings me to my scenario. I will have what? Lakers and Suns, right?
Yeah, who you got?
I got the Suns in 6.
All right.
And I think the Suns represents the Western Conference.
Right, same here. Got Suns going to the NBA Finals, man. Why you got the Suns too?
Okay, look at it like this: LeBron and Kevin Durant could cancel each other out. That leaves AD versus Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. I just think there's too much star power, and then I just think the Lakers got a tad bit better bench, but I still don't see them overcoming all that power that the Phoenix Suns got. And of course, I got to factor in Chris Paul. He gonna come alive at some point in one of these series.
Same here, man. I think Chris Paul's got a resurgent playoff run, but now with Kevin Durant, he can move without the ball. With Kevin Durant, he can catch and shoot. Yeah,
and it's a half court game, and you're gonna let Chris Paul shoot some mid range jump shots.
Yes, that's
you're in for a long night.
Mm-hmm. And his three ball's been wet in the second half of the season. If you noticed, though, so yeah, I got the Suns coming out the West, P and I, and then John has the Warriors. Let's go with the Eastern Conference, right? You don't mind P, right?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Okay, so
we can close this out.
Right. So let's see. So we all got the Raptors as the 8th seed. So we got Bucks and Raptors. I'm gonna say this. I'm going Bucks in 5. What do you guys think?
Bucks in 5
over the Raptors.
I got a sweep. I'm sorry.
Bucks in 5.
Wow. Jurassic Park doesn't eat fried deer for one game.
Yeah, no, I think the Bucks sweep them boys.
Okay, what do you think, John? Bucks in 5? John?
Yeah, Bucks.
Bucks in 5. Okay. Then you got Celtics and Heat. I'm going Celtics in 6. You?
Yes. I can answer to get my question.
Say that again, G Money. I don't know if our internet is breaking up.
Right. Then we got Celtics and Heat. I got Celtics in 6. Rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals. Give me Celtics in 6. You?
I got probably Celtics in 5, bro.
Possible. What do you think, John?
Against the Heat?
Yeah.
I think I might shock you guys, but I think the Heat might get the revenge.
Whoa.
I might take the Heat.
Wow.
Holy shit. Okay. I'm shocked by that, man.
And how many games?
I mean, 6 games.
So Heat in 6. Okay. It's possible. I mean, the Heat do. It's possible. How wacky these players, you never know. Okay, Nets and Sixers. I got Sixers in 5. What were you guys?
Nets and Sixers.
Oh yeah, P. You said Sixers in 4, right?
Yeah, Sixers in 4. I'm not believing them Nets like that.
Okay. What do you think, John? Nets and Sixers. Who do you think wins? And how many games?
I got the 76ers winning in a tough 6-game series.
I can see that. Brooklyn is lengthy.
I think it's going 6.
I can see it. Brooklyn is lengthy. They're tall. Cam Johnson, Bridges, Vinny Smith, shooters like Joe Harris, Seth Curry, Cam Thomas, Watanabe.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
You have Klassen that can protect the rim. Occasionally can hit the 3 ball once in a blue moon. They have a deep team. They are going to be scary. They have a deep team, though. And I want to throw it out there. Did you know James Harden will go against his former squad, too? Just want to throw it out there. James Harden back to Barclays Center for the playoffs. So you got 6 and 6. I can see that. Okay. Then we got the Knicks and the Cavs. I'm going Knickerbockers in 6. You? If Randall's healthy. You
talking about me or John?
Both of you.
Go ahead, John.
I could see the Knicks. I know the Knicks winning in 6. They're gonna go to the next round.
Okay. What about you, P? New York or Cleveland? Who you got?
Just like my other one in the West, got 2 scenarios. If Julius Randle is back, I think the Knicks in 6. If Julius Randle is not back, I think 5 games probably.
Excuse me, what you say, man? You said if Randle is
playing, If Randall is playing, we beat them in 6. If
Mhm.
no Randall, I think we probably lose in about 5.
Right. But what's your feeling? Does Randall play? Because he might be back next week.
That's why I don't know. That's why I did 2-way scenario. So
Okay.
man, I just had to pick one. Let me just he come back. They win in 6.
Okay. So you got New York advancing. Okay. So that means we'll have Milwaukee, New York, and then we get Philly and well, in John's case will be Philly and Miami. Okay. So let's start with John. Sixers, Heat. Who you got in the second round?
In the second round, I got the Sixers coming out on top in the 6 games.
Okay, so to get revenge on the Heat. Okay. What about you, Pete? Excuse me, we got the Sixers and Celtics, my fault, and we got the Knicks and Bucks. So Sixers and Celtics. What do you think, Pete?
I think Celtics and I'm gonna get Celtics in 6. I think Celtics is just better than the 76ers.
I'm going Celtics in 7 over the Sixers.
Okay.
Give me Celtics in 7 over the Sixers.
All right.
And Knicks and Bucks. Who you got? Who you guys got? I'm going Bucks in 5, to be honest. You?
Wait, who? Knicks and Bucks?
Yeah.
And Bucks in 5.
Bucks in 5, man. I won't be surprised if that's a. I'm leaning towards a sweep, bro. I'm
Ooh.
leaning towards a sweep. I just think Milwaukee's just too much for my Knicks, and I'm a Knicks fan. I just don't think we got an answer for them boys.
Yeah, Milwaukee's just too lengthy. Too many playmakers on that team.
The more I look at it, I don't see no advantage we really have.
Yeah. I mean, the only other advantage is our bench. We have a better bench, but that's it. But the Bucks have a better shooting team, and they're a good perimeter defensive team. Right. So we all got the Bucks. Okay. So I got Bucks Celtics, P got Bucks Celtics, and John got Bucks Sixers. Okay, John, you got Bucks Sixers, Eastern Conference Finals. Who will be the last East team standing, being 4 wins away from cashing their goal? Who you got coming out the East?
I got the Milwaukee Bucks going to the finals and winning in 6 games.
Okay. I can see that. What do you think, Pete? Bucks C's, who you got?
Bucks who?
Bucks Celtics, who you got?
That's my big one. I got the Bucks in 7. The best player in the world, Giannis Antetokounmpo, comes due.
Okay. I love me some Greek Freak. I love me some Deer. But sorry, guys, I ain't picking them. Give me those feisty leprechauns from Massachusetts. The Boston Celtics are going back to the big dance. They're gonna defeat the Greek Freak and the Bucks in 7 in Milwaukee. I got Bucks in 7. Celtics in 7. Going back to the NBA Finals for the 2nd straight year. Okay, so in John's scenario, he got Warriors and Bucks. In Prince's scenario, he has Suns and Bucks. In my scenario, I have Suns and Celtics. So let's start with John's. Warriors and Bucks. Who will be the last team singing happy, happy, joy, joy, and win the championship? Who do you think is going to win?
I think I truly believe that the Golden State Warriors are going to win.
Woo!
Whoa!
Steph Curry get that 5th. Oh my God, that'd be big for his legacy. He get that 5th championship.
I think Steph Curry go down as the first point guard to win back-to-back Finals MVP.
Woo! And John, he would be getting these 5 championships under LeBron's watch.
And he will be, and in John's scenario, he'll beat LeBron in the process. In John's scenario.
Oh, wow, that'd be crazy, bro.
And
that'd do a lot for his legacy. He'd be one of the that'd be awesome.
And in John's scenario, he has the Warriors become the 2nd, 6th seed to win the championship, and the first team in NBA history to lose 30 road games to win a title. That would be crazy. That would have happened.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so P, you got
this.
That would be crazy. That would be unbelievable. That would be
a lot for Steph Curry's legacy, man. Oh my God.
This would be arguably one of the toughest roads by a defending champion in NBA history that would have happened. One of the toughest roads that would have happened. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I mean, P, in your scenario, you got the Suns and the Bucks. Who will reign supreme? in your
I'm
NBA
going
Finals?
with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Give me number 2. You know, I'm going
Wow,
with
Greenfield makes me angry again.
Giannis. Yup,
That
makes
again?
me angry again. He puts it on y'all again. I think KD comes a foot hair, 1 foot away from winning, but he loses. Giannis outplays him. Giannis wins.
Okay. So you got the Bucks capturing the 3rd championship in franchise history. You have the Greek Freak, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton continue to put pain and agony onto me and fellow Suns and other Suns fans out there for another summertime, second time in 3 years. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. In my scenario, I got the Suns and the Celtics, right?
Right.
2 finals runner-ups, 2 teams who came uber duper close, winning a championship. Both lost in 6.
Right.
I would love to pick my Suns. I would love to. You know I'm a
Right.
Knicks fan too, by the way. But I'm
Right.
sorry, everybody. I gotta go with the Boston Celtics. Give me the Celtics to get payback. Give me the Celtics to right the wrong. Celtics beat the Suns in 7 games. Jason Tatum will be Kevin Durant's daddy again. Jaylen Brown will do his thing. Marcus Smart, Boston's deeper playmaking. You know, they're one of the best clutch teams in the NBA, one of the best passing teams in the NBA. Boston, they're top 10 in offense and defense. I got the Boston Celtics getting another championship. Will be their 18th championship in franchise history, and the first
Damn.
2008 Celtics over the Suns in 7 games.
Okay, so this just proves one thing. We all got different predictions.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we all got different predictions, we got to get together for bragging rights and see who comes out.
Chi-Town, what's cracking, slacking?
What's up? What's up?
What's good?
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, you guys.
What's going on?
Word. And
So,
yo, John.
T-Money, is it true that you don't have the Lakers making playoffs?
If they play the Pelicans, hang on. The Lakers are making the playoffs. You know what? I think the Lakers are making the playoffs, man. I mean, one, down a hot streak, and 2, with the Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniel situations, I think it's going to affect Minnesota going into this game. I think Lakers are getting to the playoffs, and they're going to shut me up. And not just that, man. I think they're going to beat the Grizzlies in the first round.
And yo, I need to answer a question to John. What you think happens with the Luka, Kyrie, Dallas Mavericks situation? What goes down on there? Because there's a whole bunch of stuff going down there, man. John, you hear me?
John.
I might have stepped out.
He stepped out. But so Chi-Town, I guess I can answer you. How you see that Dallas Maverick thing ending?
Oh, I think Kyrie leaves.
Okay.
I mean, it depends because if you look at the teams who want Kyrie, there's only a few. The only team I feel like that would benefit the most from him is the Lakers, obviously, the Clippers, and Miami could definitely use him because they have a hard time scoring.
Right.
Oh, you said.
Oh, John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. I wanted to get your opinion on this whole Dallas Mavericks fiasco.
I think they're gonna sign Kyrie to a long-term deal, and then they're gonna do a signing trade.
Possible.
Okay.
It's possible. Where do you think they'll sign trade Kyrie? Where? John?
They did. I think they're gonna try to do a sign trade for. Like they need some wing depth. They need some 3-and-D guys. They need to improve the defense around Luka.
Agreed.
So it's gonna be a place where they're probably gonna be like a tanking team, but they got some depth, some wing depth that they want to let go of. Like let's say like the Indiana Pacers or the Houston Rockets or Detroit maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Get some wing depth around Luka. Guys that could do some 3-and-D, play make. I mean that's honestly the best case scenario at this point.
Okay.
Probably. I can see that. Teams that could use Kyrie, 1, the Clippers. I think the Clippers could use a Kyrie. 2, the Heat. What about a sneaky team? Do you think the Bucks or Sixers could use a Kyrie? The Bucks or Sixers?
Yeah, but I think the Bucks might have to give up some depth. I mean, the
Chris
Dallas Mavericks
Middleton.
won't mind it.
Chris Middleton had to be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris
I think
Middleton
Drew
got
Holiday
to
will
go.
be have to be gone too.
Kyrie makes $36 million this year.
So,
No, I just feel like having him and Drew Holiday doesn't make sense.
exactly. So they're gonna have to lose something. All right, they're gonna lose some depth. Question is that depth worth losing for Kyrie Irving?
No, it's not, because Kyrie don't provide anything on the defensive end.
Right, he's just a scorer. That's it. They can occasionally play make. That's it.
Damn. Yo, Chi-Town, your Bulls could make the postseason.
Oh my gosh.
He said, "Oh my God."
I'm not even gonna watch that game.
I think they lose anyway, but
They're not being the Raptors, man. That's not gonna happen.
So.
The Raptors is a bad matchup for the Bulls, man.
Well, one of my one of my friends who's a diehard Bull fans thinks that they're gonna push Milwaukee to 7 games.
Yeah,
They'll win both playing games, and he said that they won't beat the Bucks, but they're gonna push them to 7.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, can they push Milwaukee to 7? Yeah, they can. Are they gonna do it? Hell no.
Yo, Shy,
I don't even think they're getting out. I don't have them beating the Raptors. I think Raptors win that.
Yo, Shy, how far you think the Lakers go?
In my opinion, call me crazy, but I have them going to Western Conference Finals.
I had that in my scenario too. So,
and I think I changed my mind on this. I think Warriors beat the Kings because of the Kings defense.
Wow, y'all really sleeping on those Kings, man.
No. Here's the thing, though. Kings are a bad defensive team. On top of that,
same thing with the Warriors.
Yeah,
the Warriors
but which coach?
No. In going into these playoffs, the Warriors are actually a top 4 defensive team.
But it's more than just stats and numbers. You gotta use eye test. The Warriors, how about this? The Warriors play better defense at home. How about this? The Warriors play great defense at home, but on the road they've been kind of inconsistent.
They just need.
Listen. The Warriors are a championship pedigree team. The regular season, those regular season stats don't mean anything.
No. Here's another thing too. Which coach do you trust more? Do you trust Steve Kerr to make the right adjustments, or Mike Brown?
I trust Steve Kerr more.
On top of that, Mike Brown, not even if you look at he's a really good regular season coach, but in the playoffs, look at those series against the Cavs.
I trust Steve Kerr to make proper adjustments compared to Nick Nurse, but he lost. So I trust Steve Kerr to make proper adjustments compared to Ty Lue, but he lost. Steve Kerr is a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like Steve Kerr didn't lose to. It's not like Steve Kerr didn't lose.
Come on, Klay Thompson got injured in Game 6. Like, come on.
But they were still down 3-2 in the series.
And their bench got injured.
But their bench now is weaker. Their bench now is not that good. Their bench is weaker now.
Their bench now is stronger than what it was in 2019. In 2019, they were giving up double-digit leads to Portland.
Bro, I watched the
when the starters were sitting, they were giving up the double-digit leads.
Bro, I watched Golden State all year. Their bench is weak. I mean, Kuminga's a good player, but he hasn't been super duper this year. Moses Moody's been okay, but he hasn't been exceptional this season.
Jordan Poole comes off the bench averaging 20.
Jordan Poole is a good player. I'm not downgrading Jordan Poole, but he could be.
They're getting 20 points off the bench every game.
And you have to look at playoff experience too.
I understand that, but playoff experience, yeah, you're right. But sometimes experience isn't always everything. We have seen teams with more experience lose to teams with less experience. You can't ignore that. It's proven.
And not a lot of teams in the playoffs got 20 points coming off their bench.
Yeah, again, I'm not saying Jordan Poole is a bad player. No one's saying that, but it's not like Jordan Poole hasn't had some bad games here and there. Like you said that their bench is weaker now than it was back in their heyday, which is true. But they're getting 20 points coming off their bench. Back in the days, they were getting like a good 15 to 30. Right. Okay, you're right. If the Warriors had a bench, I know we can't do the if, but I'm just saying if they had a bench back then, I would definitely pick Golden State to beat Sacramento. But the fact that the bench is Draymond is a good defensive player, but his defense this season hasn't really been the same compared to years past. I mean, Klay Thompson to me plays better at home compared to being on the road, though. I don't know, man. And I don't know how Wiggins is going to look when he comes back from being out so long. That's my concern. I mean, you guys can pick Golden State all you want. I'm not saying they're not a good team. They're a great team, but consider the fact that they're turnover prone. They're not a good rebounding team themselves, neither. They don't have rim protection, neither. And consider the fact is, the Kings have a lot of shooting too. I mean, the Warriors can shoot, of course, but Kings have shooters themselves. Keegan Murray, who leads the NBA in rookie three-pointers made. Davion Mitchell, Kevin Herter.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's number one. Klay Thompson's number one. Steph is number
Klay's a great
3,
shooter.
and
Again,
what?
yeah, you're right. Klay is a great shooter. Again, the Warriors have shooting. I'm not saying they don't. I'm saying the Kings have shooting too.
Yeah, but it's not on the Splash Brothers level. It's not on that level.
No, I agree with that. Of course, I agree with that. I agree with that. But also another reason why I'm picking Sacramento, the Kings are a very good road team themselves, though. That means something. If the Warriors can win in Sacramento, I think the Kings can win in Golden State.
Man, we're going to have to chat on that one, G Money. I am not believing in them Kings. I think that's just a regular season record.
I mean, you don't. I wasn't a believer in the Mavericks in 2011, but they proved me wrong. I wasn't a believer in the Suns in 2021, but they got
to find out. Well, forget those years. We're talking about this year. I'm just not a believer for them this year. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we're going to see what's up. I think they don't want smoke with the Lakers. But that's just me.
So, Prince, so you got the Suns and the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals?
Yes.
What are you guys?
Call me crazy, Chi-Town. Give me Suns and Kings. Suns and Kings, Western Conference Finals. Wow. Suns going to the NBA Finals. Wow. Suns, Kings, Western Conference Finals. Suns beat the Kings in the conference final. Suns make the NBA Finals.
I got Nuggets and Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
You got Nuggets beating the Suns?
No, I got the Clippers beating the Suns in the second
You got
round.
Without Paul George, you think they beat the Suns?
No, he thinks PG's going to come back.
I think PG's going to come back.
I don't think so because I'm getting vibes of what happened.
There's no timeline.
No timeline.
Yeah, but remember when Kawhi, the same thing happened. There was no timetable with Kawhi, and it was worse than we thought. I think it's the same thing for PG because why wouldn't they put a timetable on it if it's not that bad?
Without Paul George, you're losing 5 or 6 without Paul George.
No, if Paul George's injury wasn't as serious, there would be a timetable on them. The fact that there's no timetable means it's worse than what it is. Because remember the same thing with Kawhi too. When Kawhi first got injured, there was no timetable. Just said that he could come back anytime, and we found out what it was, and he ended up taking a whole year off.
Yeah, because it was a torn ACL.
Yeah, so I'm saying with Paul George, the fact that they're not even giving us a time on it, it's worse. His injury is worse than what.
It's probably a grade 2 knee sprain.
I think it's worse than what they're making it out to be, just of the fact that there's no timetable. Because why would you just say, "Oh, he's evaluated to come back in 2 or 3 weeks"?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all 3. Am I bugging for thinking the Kings are fool's gold?
No.
All right. Okay.
I mean, you can think they are, but you can think. Look, I'm not saying they're going to win the West. I'm not saying that. I have them losing to Phoenix. All right. I have them losing to Phoenix, though. I got Phoenix beating Sacramento 6 in the conference final, though, because I just think the Suns have too many mid-range shooters, though, and remember in the playoffs it's a half-court game. The Phoenix Suns thrive in a half-court, and I just think the Suns have too many wing defenders they could throw on De'Aaron Fox, like a Kogi, Torrey Craig, Chris Paul's a good defender, Devin Booker could defend, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton could give Sabonis problems, so that's why I got this. Suns problem.
Well, in your opinion, you think I'm overlooking them? Is that what you think?
Yes, I think.
I don't believe in Kevin Durant without a championship roster.
You don't think there's a championship roster? 3 other.
No. We all know the requirements for Kevin Durant to win. He needs to go to a place where there's banners already set. Phoenix don't got no banners.
Well,
I got no faith in Kevin Durant.
He got no faith.
I didn't. Well, I mean, well,
get him, Todd. Get him.
I got them there. The Clippers have no, especially without Paul George, who's
They have a 1% chance. They have a chance, but 1%.
Paul George is not coming back, man. This round.
That's why I got Phoenix beating them. I don't think, man.
Even
if Paul George is coming back, we don't know how he's gonna look.
Exactly. He's gonna be rusty.
Yeah. So
that injury was nasty, bro. I don't think that's gonna heal up no time.
Dude, that's why I said the injury is worse than what they're making it out to be.
That thing, you seen how bad it looked? Looked like his knee popped out.
I mean, let's just assume. Let's just pretend. Let's just say they end up going to the finals. Even if they go to the finals, I don't think Paul George will be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because I think the injury is a lot worse. I think it's like a 3-4 month injury.
Yeah.
So because of
let me ask this for John. Hey, John, what does Kevin Durant have to do to get in your good graces of being like a leader or, championship worthy?
Yeah.
If he wins a championship on his Phoenix team, would that erase your criteria about him or no?
He stepped out.
Oh, he stepped out probably.
Yeah.
All right, so I wait till he comes back.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, he has flaws, but I think this team is just too if they're healthy, this team is going to go to the NBA Finals.
I think if Kevin Durant wins with this particular team, it's not gonna really change anything for me for one reason only. The man did demand it when he was in Brooklyn that he wanted to go to either Miami or Phoenix. And at that point in time, Phoenix and Miami were like the first and second seed respectively during that time.
Right.
No, Miami was not.
Miami's been in the plane for most of the season.
Yeah.
No. I mean during the time when he demanded trade at first, not during the off season. I mean at first, like they were those two were once the two best teams.
Yeah, the Suns were the ones
NBA.
for the season. Yeah.
I mean, and they both of them did go to the finals at in recent years. So it's like I don't know about Kevin Durant. He's a guy.
What does he have to? What does he have to do to get the? What does he have to do to get the nod of approval from you?
Yeah.
Go to a different team.
At this point, no. It's too late for him. I think it's he done too much team hopping on the solid teams and being a plug and play. Listen, Kevin Durant's just a mercenary to me. He's not a guy that you could build around.
Right.
He's a guy that you just put on a championship roster and you go all the way.
Right. I agree with that. But do you see that? Do you see that for the Suns though? Do you see the Suns as a champion?
No, because they're.
Go ahead.
No, they're a championship contending roster. They're not a championship roster. And because they're not a championship roster, I don't believe in Kevin Durant.
Right.
Because he needs a championship roster to win the whole thing.
I disagree with that because you have two other all-star caliber players. You have Devin Booker, Chris Paul.
And technically DeAndre Ayton is an all-star caliber player when his head isn't.
The fact that they were able to keep Ayton, that really – because if they lost Ayton, then I would agree with you. But the fact they have DeAndre Ayton, so they do have rim protection. They don't really have any weaknesses on the team.
And Biombo too. Those are Biombo.
Man, let's get out of here. They lost their primary wing. They lost their primary wing defenders and
Cam Johnson and Kill Bridges.
And when they were healthy, they got walked down by Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson. Get out of here. I do not believe in that team, even with Kevin Durant there. No way.
That's fine. I didn't believe in the Milwaukee Bucks going to 2021, but they proved me wrong. So we just have to find out though, and consider the fact that the Suns have gone better in the clutch this season when they started off terribly in the clutch early in the year though. So again, I'm not saying they're going to win the title. I don't think they'll beat the Celtics. I got the Celtics winning the championship, but I think the Suns team when healthy, like what Chi-Town says, is dangerous. You can't trap KD, Chris Paul, Devin Booker. You can't trap any of those guys. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I said, if let's say they do end up playing the Warriors don't have any rim protection
at all, and they can pick and roll Looney to death.
DeAndre Ayton would give Kevon Looney would have problems guarding DeAndre Ayton.
And you can, and I know you cannot trap Steph Curry. You can trap Jordan because Poole doesn't pass well in double teams. Same thing with Klay Thompson. Steph can pass well double teams, but Klay and Poole struggle passing out of double teams. And also Draymond Green can pass. Draymond's a good passer, but sometimes Draymond Green and Steph are turnover prone. Consider that.
Yo, Shy, who's your NBA Finals prediction then? I want to get everybody's stuff noted, so
Boston,
we're gonna see who was right. Either all four of us, we're gonna see who was right.
And Phoenix Suns.
Same here.
Okay, I got the Bucks and Phoenix Suns.
And John has the Warriors and the Bucks.
Oh, you got the Warriors going, but wow.
No, yeah, that's John. Yeah, I got Suns and Celtics.
So, yeah, we're gonna see who's right and who's wrong. This will be a good, because I love this right here because we all got different selections, different picks, and only one of us could be right. So this is gonna be fun.
Or hell, we could all be wrong. Who knows? It could be hell, we can all be wrong. I'm not saying this is going to happen. It could be Kings and
Sacramento.
I'm not saying.
No,
I'm not saying it's going to happen. Right. I'm just saying to be all.
Prince, I thought you said you had the Lakers going to the finals.
But yeah, I tell you this much: if New Orleans was to pair up with Denver and Zion was playing, my opinion would be a little bit different.
Wait, no, Prince, I thought you told me you had the Lakers going to the finals.
The Lakers going to the finals, P. You picked them to beat the Suns. What changed your mind?
The depth the Suns got. Okay. Look at it like this. AD and LeBron is going to be the main two guys that predict the success of the Lakers. It's going to flow through those two guys. If LeBron can't guard Kevin Durant for the most part. I mean, Kevin Durant's going to get whatever he wants.
And they have no one to guard Devin Booker.
Yeah, so even if they cancel each other out, let's say LeBron gets his points, Kevin Durant gets their points. It's the rest of the team that I have a problem with. The Suns just got too much depth.
For me, the issue is DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's gonna give AD problems.
A big time. And Biyombo's a good interior defender himself.
And how you gonna stop Devin Booker from getting hit?
Like say the Suns have to give up DeAndre Ayton, and it was just those three guys, then I'd pick the Lakers. But with DeAndre Ayton down in the paint, and then LeBron's probably going to be the guy who's going to be – he's not going to face as many double teams as AD is. So that's why I got the Suns winning that. But my conference final prediction is the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Is Dennis Schroeder still on the Lakers?
Yeah, he's on the Lakers, yeah.
He's still on there? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still there. He just hasn't played the last few games. He's been hurt. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I just see too much depth, man. At first, I was gonna say the Lakers, but then I thought about it. The Lakers don't got enough. I don't see nobody.
How far do you guys all have the 76ers? I have them losing to Boston.
Same second round. They lose to the Celtics in 7.
Yeah, I don't got them going that far neither. So.
Yeah, I got them losing the second round too. Yeah.
What about you guys? How far do you guys have Philly going?
You talking about John?
Yeah,
both
John?
Both of you.
I had Philly going to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks, and the Bucks winning. And
so you have Philly beating Boston?
No, he has Boston losing to Miami. He has
Boston losing to Miami.
Oh wow, man, you have a lot of upsets.
A lot of upsets. Hey, I mean, it's not an upset to him because a lot of these teams are even Steven, especially in the West.
You know how wacky playoffs can be? I'm not saying this is going to happen. It could be freaking Thunder versus Nets in the NBA Finals. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Hey, John may have to come back here and say we all was wrong. We may all get pie in the face.
Realistically,
Steph Curry getting a 5th championship.
There's a chance we could realistically, we could see 76ers versus the Nuggets because they're top seeds. That could happen. I'm not saying it will.
There's a possibility.
It's not. That's not something you could rule out.
That's true. You can't rule out anybody.
True.
You can't rule out anybody.
True. You can't rule out anybody.
Yeah, we can't rule out anybody, but we have to take our pick. So we can't just keep saying it's 50-50. Somebody got to make a bold statement and pick. So
listen, listen. I'm gonna stand by the defending champs because they're champs. I'm not gonna disrespect the champs.
All right.
So you got.
I respect that.
Wait, John. So you got the Warriors and the Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Warriors and the Bucks in the final.
Yeah, yes.
That's
Yeah,
my
yes.
pick.
Warriors, Bucks, NBA Finals. He got the Warriors capturing another championship.
Wow.
Mm.
And think about
Chi-Town said, "Wow, they could tell you right there that he just don't believe it."
and think about this.
We may be wrong, bro. We
And
may
think
get
about
some pie
this.
in our
If
face.
Golden State were to do this, right? Let's put a what if. If Golden State were to win the championship, the Warriors become the first team ever to lose 30 road games and win a title. And also, they'll become the first team, the second 6 seed ever to win a title. The first team since the 95 Rockets.
That'd be amazing. That'd be an amazing feat.
And
And
he
he will have more championships than any player in his generation.
Well, right. Depending on the Grizzlies versus Lakers / T-Wolves winner, the Warriors will need to start every series on the road.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
And if they were to win a championship, that's even more impressive.
Crazy, because in the first round, conference final and finals will be on the road. Crazy. And if the Grizzlies were to advance, they will be on the road again.
But I don't have I have the Bucks coming out winning the championship, Chi-Town. Well, what about you?
Oh, I have Boston. I just feel like Boston, because I know it was regular season, but they destroyed Milwaukee, and I feel like Boston just they don't really have that many weaknesses besides.
Well, I tell you, we can't. You going that based off the premises of a regular season game?
No. I'm just saying if I look at like their team overall, I think they're overall the best team.
Okay.
Like I said, they don't really have weaknesses on their team. Tatum doesn't have to be great every night for them.
He just needs to be consistent. That's what he needs to be.
He doesn't have to. That's the main thing. The fact that he doesn't have to be great every night and to go win ball games, that means a lot.
Crazy. Right. Deep bench. That was like a deep bench too, Boston. So
I think defensively, they're one of the top defensive teams in the league, right?
Exactly. Great defensive team from the perimeter. Robert Williams, and Al Horford can guard the perimeter as big men. Many big men cannot do that, guard the perimeter.
That's funny though, John. The team that have in the finals, John has them losing in the first round.
We'll see.
So G Money, you want me to contact you tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Sure, you got my number, man?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, sure. You can text me too. You can text me.
I got your number already, G Money.
Right. You can text me too, P.
Wait, so Prince, I'm guessing you're probably gonna go on Tuesday, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yo, I'm covering this like a hot blanket, bro. I'm all over this. This is my time. I'm not a big. I'm big on the playoffs and off season. That's where legends are made, man.
Oh, I'm gonna ask Chi-Town this. You're Shy. You got the Heat and the Hawks. Who you got getting the 7th seed?
I got Miami and I got the Raptors. I think Raptors win both games. They beat the Bulls.
Okay.
My Chicago Bulls, and then they go on to beat
the Hawks. Okay.
Who gets Victor this year? Because a lot of people was tanking
people
for
are saying
him.
the Spurs. The Spurs are the front runner.
That'll fit the MO.
Spurs, like the Spurs, the Rockets, the Pistons, the Magic,
the Mavs.
No, they don't have a first round pick. I think if they get, top 10 pick belongs to the Knicks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, but they get to keep it, I think, Shy, because that's why they tanked one of those games.
Outside the top 10. For New York to get Dallas, it needs to be outside the top 10.
Yeah, Dallas tanked for a reason. Okay, they sat out.
So Dallas could still get Victor.
Potentially, it's a shot in the dark. It's a shot in the dark.
I'm surprised Brooklyn didn't take their first round pick. Are you sure Brooklyn doesn't have their first round pick?
Well, I think they do though, because remember Dallas made a trade for Kyrie. They traded.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Mavs don't have a first round pick this year.
They have a top 10 projected first round pick, and
I'm saying
they were able to keep that. They were able to keep that with a loss, and that's what they did. They lost.
No, but I thought the first round pick this year belongs to.
And what about Dame Dollar? He stays or he's leaving?
It depends on what they do.
That man love his money and mediocrity. He's staying.
Yo, John, that's cold, son.
It's not cold. It's just the
Hey.
truth.
Hey, the truth hurts sometimes, I guess. Yeah, you're right, brother. You're right. You know what I mean? But man, he did say F loyalty. So could that be just a stunt? You know, it could
Man,
be
that
towards
guy
the
is full of cap. That man, that man couldn't wait to be shut down to restart his rap career.
play. He said he started his rap career. Ah man,
Yeah, because he's dropping freestyles after freestyles. I'm seeing it in my recommendations. I'm like, God damn,
damn.
he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait to get shut
So
down.
you think that's cap when he's saying that he don't want to be part of a rebuilding team?
I think it's cap. Cause his best chance to lead that organization was after being swept by Golden State in
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
That was his best chance. He could have gone to Boston when they were struggling with Kyrie.
Philly.
He could have gone to Boston. He could have gone to the Houston Rockets. He could have gone to any of the other well-known,
It's true.
well-ran organizations, and he chose to stay
Even
in
Clippers
mediocrity.
potentially. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Clippers
So I'm
as well.
reading it. So the Nets did get drafted.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. The Nets got their first round picks.
But I
Yeah.
don't know what year. They didn't. It's not specified what year it was. Because
I don't think
you're on Nets.
I don't think it's this year because Hepatitis See You Later said that Dallas Mavericks get to keep that projected top 10 first round pick because they lost.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I thought that when they traded for Kyrie.
Oh yeah, the Nets got the Mavs unprotected 2029 first round pick and the Mavericks 2027 and 2029 second round picks. The Nets.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy though. If you're a
that's
Nets,
years
why
from
would
now.
you? If you're a Nets, why would you trade for that? Give me your pick coming up, not 2029.
Right.
Crazy.
So yeah, so it's a shot in the dark. The Dallas Mavericks could end up with Victor.
Mm-hmm.
There's a slight chance. There's a chance my Bulls could get him, but I don't.
Like a 0.5% chance.
Because basically the Bulls, if they stay in the top four, they keep their pick.
Right.
If it's outside top four, they have to give it up to the Orlando Magic, who in the Vucevic trade.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. So yeah.
Ooh, I have one question. What team do you think has the best chance to pull a first round upset?
I don't know if you call it upset, but probably the Warriors. If you think that's, I don't know. I'm just.
I don't count that as an upset. I don't know about that.
Well, seating wise, it's an upset. 6 beating 3rd.
Yeah, if you want to say that, yeah.
That 1 through 3 seeding don't mean nothing really. I think
I would say the Lakers since let's say they handled their business and beat Minnesota and claimed the 7th seed. Then the 7th seed beating a 2nd seed would be considered upset as well.
And we haven't seen that since 2010. The last 7th seed to advance out the first round was the Spurs beating the Mavericks in 2010.
Well, you're going to see a couple upsets this year. That I'm pretty sure is going to happen.
I mean, yeah, we're going to see a couple of upsets during, let's say, for seeding purposes. But if you look at the teams and who they are and their pedigree, then you know it's not really an upset. But due to seeding, it's an upset.
That's what I mean.
I'm not gonna lie, John. I think Clippers beating the Suns
For the
would be
most
upset,
part,
especially since they don't have Paul George.
Oh, without PG, they beat the Suns without PG. Oh, that would be definitely an upset, of course.
That's the upset.
Oh yeah.
And
that's definitely an upset. That's upset.
Miami beating Boston, I think that's upset too.
Hell, what was in Miami potentially beating Milwaukee? Let's say they were to lose to Atlanta and say they beat Toronto, Chicago, and they play Milwaukee, and somebody beat Milwaukee. Miami beating Milwaukee will be an upset too.
I don't know. Would you guys count the Knicks beating the Cavs an upset?
No. New York being clean upset, no.
Nah.
I think that's even Steven. That could go either way, but
who do you guys like? Because I'm pretty sure everyone has the Cavs winning that series.
I got New York in 6.
I got New York winning 6.
Yeah, John. That's what's up. Let's put New York on the map.
New York is a better team. New York has a better point guard.
Who do you think?
Power forward, better bench, better small
Take
forward.
a guess.
New York or Cleveland?
I don't know. Sometimes you hate on the Knicks too. So
I don't hate on them. That's my team. But at the same time, I just got to call it like it is. I mean, I think we're stuck in between a rock and a hard place. We're good enough to make the playoffs, but we're not good enough to win a championship. We're in that gray area until we do some changes. There's nothing really the Knicks could do to win a championship. They're just going to be a playoff team that exits every year. So That's how I look at them.
Right. Man, here's why I got New York being Cleveland. Here's the
You're a
thing,
Knicks
right?
fan? Because you're a Knicks fan?
And I'm a Knicks fan too. Yep.
No, I'm saying, no, I was kidding. I was saying the reason why you have them winning is because you're a Knicks fan.
Will you talk to me or P?
No, the joke. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
No, because some other fans, their logic is that, I'm a fan of this team, so that's why I'm picking them.
Oh, nah, but I did say if Julius Randle not playing, I think the Cavaliers will win.
Yeah, without Randall, I could agree with that.
Because my friend, who's a Bulls fan, he thinks the Bulls are going to push Milwaukee to 7. He only thinks that's because he's a Bulls fan. His logic is the Bulls fan logic.
It's crazy.
Sometimes you got to throw that fanboy stuff out the window and just get to logic, man.
Exactly. Like, be objective. Watch the games. Be honest. Yes, can the Bulls push the Bucks? And so yeah, they can. When you're in the playoffs, you have a chance every night. But do I think they will? No, because the Bulls don't have the bench. They don't have the size to handle the Bucks.
Hell yeah.
Well, last year, my friends, they all thought when Middleton went out, they're all like, "Oh, Bulls are gonna beat the Bucks." I'm like, they're not.
They're not.
Hey, yo, Chi-Town. A little off topic, a little bit. Last night was Shakur Stevenson going to another weight division, and it was free boxing on ESPN, and he messed that boy up. Knocked him out. Well, stoppage, basically. Right. But, bro, you missed a good fight yesterday, man. That whole card.
I was watching the UFC fight.
Ah, man, you missing good boxing, brother. And on June 10th.
Israel won. He got his title back.
Mm-hmm.
Who got his title back?
Israel.
Israel from UFC.
Oh, the UFC. Okay. I didn't get to see that. I was busy on boxing night. But I heard it was good, though. Was it good?
Yeah, it was a match. It was definitely a match of the night.
Yeah.
No, okay. Man, Chi-Town, you got to step foot on boxing, man.
Prince.
What's up?
Yo, Prince. So who you got? Javante is finally gonna fight Ryan Garcia.
Right. I got Tank Davis winning. It's gonna be hard, but I got Tank Davis. Yeah, I got Tank Davis winning. It's gonna be a hard fight because Garcia is
how many rounds?
Bigger. But
how many rounds?
I say he win by decision. I don't see no knockout.
Man,
what about you?
I could see Ryan winning by. I think Ryan could win by TKO.
Woo! Are you doing this because of the size thing, or you just think that Tank gonna take too much punishment?
I think Tank's gonna take too much punishment. I think Ryan's hands are just too fast, man.
Okay.
I remember I forgot who Ryan was fighting against, right, where like he hit the guy with like a vanishing hook underneath, right, and he walked away, and the guy was still standing, and then he fell while he was walking away.
Damn, that's crazy, son. But who you got winning between Lomachenko and Devin Haney?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with Lomachenko.
Oh, okay. I got Devin Haney in that one. I'm gonna give it to the Devin Haney. Then he's younger, he's more poised, you know. But yeah, if you're Chi-Town, you missing
Lomachenko's more.
Shakur Stevenson, bro. You missing a good boxer. Think of Floyd Mayweather with punching power. Just look at it like that. He's a Floyd Mayweather with punching power. And he don't run that much.
So basically he's like a pretty boy Floyd. Like when Floyd was back in his boy days, he had
like that. He giving people the business.
Well, I heard Canelo. Isn't Canelo having another fight in May?
Yeah, he's supposed to fight Benavidez. He may fight Benavidez because Benavidez won that fight.
No, someone else. I think it was Ryder or something like that.
Oh, well, he's supposed to be fighting Benavidez. He better not duck that. So
no, apparently he was gonna fight John Ryder. I think I don't remember. In like May or June, something like that.
Word. But all I'm saying is, man, give boxing a try, Chi-Town. I keep promoting it to you, man, because I think you're missing out on a lot of good fights, brother. It's not bad like you think it is. Give it a shot. You're gonna be like, yo, people's
boxing is pretty good now. What do you think boxing's better now, or you think it was better back then in your opinion?
Oh, G Money, that's not.
Oh, that's not even the question.
Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah, I think boxing was better back then.
I mean, come on, that's like. I don't even think boxing is like the most popular fighting sports now. I think UFC surpassed them.
Right.
Yeah, you can make a case. You can make a case for that.
Because UFC's been since COVID, especially since COVID, they've gained a lot of popularity.
Yeah.
I'm Prince. You know, I'm watching all the UFC fights.
Yeah, I know that.
I think UFC do a better job of marketing the big fights opposed to boxing.
And they're coming
Bo-
on.
like
in
like
UFC.
boxing, like boxing's in like it. Unfortunately, boxing's like in a state of limbo since Floyd left the game.
John, we're missing
Like they're
the
still
face of
searching for
boxing.
the
Boxing got no face.
Here's another thing too.
boxing don't have a face.
UFC, they're actually moving to prime time. They're getting some ESPN, ABC matches.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because
Okay.
normally they're on ESPN Plus, but
Right.
this year they worked on a new deal, so you're gonna see a lot of fights on ESPN and ABC.
Nice.
Okay.
And when's those games gonna come? Like somewhere in the summertime?
Well, there's some April. There's I think UFC 288 that's coming in May.
Mhm.
That's gonna be in the UFC 290. That's gonna be on ABC.
Nice.
Yo, y'all watch the XFL? I need to know who
Oh
watches.
no,
Nah.
Isn't the XFL kind of like a great value on major football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like watching another. That's like watching, in my opinion, it's like watching the G League.
Yeah.
Yeah, the G League.
The G League of football. How is that
Right.
even
I'm
a
not
business?
watching XFL.
I'm just wondering who was watching it. That's why. You know, because I know.
I watched it a few times, not much. Like it's cool.
All right.
I don't mess with no XFL, man.
I don't mess with that.
Oh, I have one question for you. I just want to ask you this. If the Lakers, hypothetically speaking, I'm not saying it's going to happen. If the Lakers randomly won the championship, is this the greatest run by a 7 or 8 seed in NBA history?
Oh, yeah. No 7.
Yes.
No lower than 6 ever won a championship.
Yes, this would do wonders for LeBron James's career. This would be something.
I'm not gonna lie. If he pulls off, call me crazy, I'd put him over Jordan.
If they were to do that,
yes.
I agree. I honestly agree. What about you, P? Would you at least entertain if the Lakers randomly won the championship, no matter 7 or 8 seed? Would you put at least consider LeBron over Jordan?
No, because he's playing with a guy that they don't play for the regular season, so they're better than what their record says they are.
So is he a lock for number 2? Is he a lock for number 2?
At least number 2.
He'll be on that top 5 for good. There won't be no debate. There won't be no.
If he pulls number 2, number 2 is locked. I think.
No, I will boost him up probably to 3. I'm not going to put him over Kareem or Jordan. Kareem one more. Kareem
wow.
Kareem. So check this out. Kareem has one more than LeBron in every level of basketball. He has every individual accolade over LeBron James. He has both.
Not finals MVPs.
Not finals MVPs. And think about this, Pete. We're talking about a team.
Not finals
MVPs. But I'm just saying in general.
But Pete, think about we're talking about a team that started off 2-10. Just hear me out, please. The 2-10 start was the worst start in Laker franchise history. Laker franchise history. And
I know that, but at the same time, a lot of those losses was just for other reasons. You know why those losses was taking place.
Yeah,
I can't go by that, man. I can't do it.
But you gotta at least consider that.
Yeah, because they had Russell Westbrook at the beginning of the season, and then he was going at the trade deadline. They're different.
Yeah.
No, you're right. But
even when they had Russell Westbrook, they was losing that hell of close games that they should have won.
And you're right. And when they made that new trade, people thought, oh, D'Lo wasn't going to work. People thought, oh, Malik Beasley wasn't going to work. People thought, remember, when they made that trade, they were like not even in the play-in at that time.
John, what about you? If the Lakers pull it off, where do you got LeBron if he does it?
What on the all-time?
Yeah, if the Lakers somehow find a way to pull it off, he gets Finals MVP.
Who'd be the GOAT for me if he would do that?
I would have, if LeBron were to pull this off, I would definitely have him over Jordan.
Prince is probably shaking his head right now.
Ooh, how about this? What was if Kawhi wins the championship? If Kawhi wins the championship, what do you think?
The thing with Kawhi, I can't put him in the top 10 because his resume is still he doesn't have any MVPs.
Yeah, agreed.
I think to be top 10 all time, you have to win.
I mean, for Kawhi, if Kawhi were to win, he'll just to me he'll just solidify himself as a top 30 player. That's it.
Okay,
I'll put him probably top 10. I can't put him in the top 10 if he doesn't win an MVP. You need at least one MVP to be a lock for top 10.
Okay, Steph Curry. Steph Curry wins the championship. Another one this year.
He'll be top between like 5 through 7 for me.
All right. What about you, John?
I would say the same. He'll be 5 through 7.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear
All
you.
right, check this out. Look, the Lakers started doing better after that trade, but that's after LeBron broke that record. Before they broke that record, LeBron was playing to break that record. Now that he got that off his shoulders, he started playing team basketball and they were winning. So that shows me if he was playing not to break a record early in the season, I think they would have won a majority of their games.
Probably.
Well, they won games with nothing, Prince. So they were winning games without him too.
Yeah,
sure. They were 8-5. Remember LeBron with 13 straight games for his span.
Remember when he got hurt in the Mavs game, people were saying their season's over. There's no way they're making the playoffs.
And they were 8-5 when he was out. They were 8-5 when he was out for a span.
Exactly. So that just shows you they had enough talent to win games.
And depth.
Yes. So I can't do that, you know.
Okay, fine.
I will get him if he gets there. He'd be that top 3 for good.
Okay.
How about it no more? I have him behind Jordan and Kareem.
Right. How about this? If Kevin Durant wins a championship this year, what will we rank him?
That's tough.
Top 15. Somewhere between
you got him top 15 already?
No. Definitely no.
By any chance, do you have Karl Malone in your top 15?
Not really. No, not
he's in my top 35, but not top 15 for me. No.
What about Oscar Robertson? Is he in your top 15?
Oscar would be like in my top 20.
Me, top 15, top 20, around that range for me.
What about Jerry West? Is he in your top 15?
Top 25 for me. Not top 15, top 25.
Same with me.
I'm curious. Who are your 5 outside the top 10? Who are your 11 through? For me, 11 through 15, I'd probably have Hakeem, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Isaiah Thomas, and Steph Curry.
I like that. For me,
yeah, I like that.
I like that. Same thing for me though. Curry's top 15 for me though. I'll put probably Curry top 15. Yeah. Man, that's tough. It's so hard to rank players. I have call me crazy. I have also slightly out of my top 10, but I put Russell number 11 on my list because I look at also skill. I put Russell number 11 on my list.
Like that's not crazy. Like Bill Russell is the Draymond Green of centers.
Wow,
that's pushing it too far.
No, it's not.
I think a better comparison.
He's a center that has an impact on winning. That's not disrespectful.
Draymond, yes, Draymond. Yes, Draymond is a good player, but Bill Russell, better rim protector.
Bill Russell better than Draymond Green.
Better rim protector, better rebounder, better post scorer. I mean, I know Bill Russell's not a scorer. I know that. Draymond's a better shooter. We can give you that.
He's still better than triple single. Bill Russell averaged 16 points a game.
But Bill Russell has poor shooting splits. The man shot 40.
Yeah, we know that. We know
40% from the field.
We know that.
As a
I mean, now the league average, though, if you compare that to the league average, everybody was shooting that
Nah.
much.
Compared to Wilt, what Wilt was putting up, get out of here.
Good point. John does have a point, Chi-Town. John does have a point there. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying the league average, down the league average.
But for an all-time great,
for a center, you gotta shoot better than that for a center, though. Yeah,
exactly.
You're in the paint. Remember, you're in the paint, Chi-Town, when you're a center. All you do is dunks or layups, so and sometimes mid-range when you're a center.
Oh, no, I feel like there's
40%.
There's more to a basketball game than field goal percentage.
Man, all I know is the all-time greats in the top 10, the top 15s. They're not shooting 40%.
And also they play defensive errors too. Don't forget. Yeah, for me, my 11 will be Bill Russell.
Like I said, Bill Russell is the Draymond Green of centers.
I still can't. If you want to say Ben Wallace, I can't do Draymond. Draymond Green is not even a top 100 player of all time.
Yeah, I mean, man.
No. I mean in terms of impact on winning. He may not be like Bill Russell isn't the greatest center of his era. He was the greatest winner, and that's Draymond
You
Green
can
calling.
you can make a case though. If you talk about
card.
talent wise, Wilt was the more talented center. If you talk about
He's
talent,
Yeah.
and skill wise, you can say, well, yeah, I can
exactly.
Well, Will Chamberlain's own mouth said that if you put me on Bill Russell's teams, I'd have less championships. He said that himself.
But we can't go what if though. We don't. I mean, I don't want to go to hypothetical. It's all what if we would never truly.
No, I'm saying this came out of Wilt's own mouth though.
I know, but I don't care what Will just said. I'm not going up a what if route. We don't know. It never happened.
Yeah, man.
We can't try to change the past. Thank you. We gotta go by what is, not what if.
Yeah, but who's saying it? That's the other thing too.
But I don't care what. But what does that mean? Just because you said that doesn't mean what have happened, or we don't know because we can't try to change the past. We gotta talk about what actually happened. Because there's too many variables that could have happened though. There's too many variables, so we don't know. Maybe he could have been right. Maybe he could have been wrong. We don't.
You guys should watch some Bill. Watch a Legend of Winning. You guys know the channel Legend of Winning?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a breakdown of Bill Russell. You guys should watch it. It really changes your perspective on it.
No, listen. I understand that Bill Russell is a transcendent defensive player, and what I mean is, like players like let's say like a LeBron, like a KD, like a Curry. What they do on the offensive end, that's what Bill Russell was doing on the defensive end. He's transcendent. He could anchor an offense and carry you to a championship on the defensive end. I completely understand that, but compared to all-time centers like Will and let's say like a Ben Wallace, he's not on their level in terms of the skill set of the center position on the offensive end.
All right. I mean, I could agree with you on that. He definitely was offensive limited. You know, I do.
But to me, he one of two players that was so transcendent on the defensive end you could win championships. That's this Bill Russell and Ben Wallace. They're the two transcendent defensive players of all time.
And also another thing too, John, you have to add in. Bill was very athletic in his time too as a center. He was very athletic too. Don't forget.
Yeah, I know. He was like an Olympic long jumper, I believe.
I have Dr. J in my top 15. Dr. J. In my top
I forgot
15.
about Dr. J.
Underrated. Can finish at the rim. Had a nice mid-range game. Can finish. He's underrated, man. I have Big O.
Is he over Kevin Durant for you
guys? Man, that's tough. Oh shoot. You know, I'll give a slash just KD over Jerry West. Slight ash, yeah.
No. Is KD better than Dr. J?
Right now, all time, shoot. Man, that's tough. I'll give a slight edge, yes. Slight edge, yes.
He's a more talented player, but Dr. J have a better impact on winning than the KD.
So no, on your all-time,
KD got to go to a super team or a team with multiple all-stars to win.
Dr. You can say it's different. Wait, so you have Dr. J
can carry you to the promised land more better than Kevin Durant can.
I have KD slightly over Dr. J, but you can make a case for Dr. J.
So you're looking at the skill set. That's why.
It's not just skill, also defense. I also look at defense. KD is also a great defender.
So was Dr. J. Dr. J
was a great defender too. Yes. Also, if you talk about winning, Dr. J won too. And yes, I know Durant built a super team. Don't get me wrong. And I know the Warriors won before him in 2015, but they did lose in 2016 before KD. Let's not ignore that. So,
of course, but they still was already winners before KD got there.
No, I agree with that.
That's a 73 winning team. Of course, you're gonna win with
and they beat KD.
Yeah.
And they beat KD.
I know that.
And they beat KD definitely. And KD was up 3-1.
Of course.
Let's talk about impact on winning. Dr. J has a better impact as a dominant individual superstar more than KD do.
But Dr. J also has one championship in 1983, only one.
I understand that, but Dr. J wasn't team hopping or a mercenary now, was he? If he did that, he would have more championships too.
I'm not going off what ifs though. Like I'm not going.
I know that, but he didn't do that. That's my main point. I just said Dr. J is a more dominant superstar when it pertains to winning as an individual superstar. KD has yet to prove he's a dominant individual superstar to bring his team to the promised land. He got to keep hopping teams.
I mean,
that's the fact.
That's a fact. He went out his way to create a super duper team in Brooklyn, and it blew up in his face.
I mean, that failed miserably. Yeah.
And every time he tried to win, he tried to stack the deck and go to this team, that team. Let me bring everybody with me. I mean, it is what it is. We can't overlook that now. We got to put it into some context.
Yo, Shy, what do you think? Who do you think is better, KD or Dr. J, in your opinion?
I have KD slightly, just slightly. I think it's really, really close. I just give the edge to KD. I know why y'all saying that for. Y'all looking at the... No, because at the end of the day, you look at his finals performances. He was averaging 35 a game.
Exactly. KD did get it done.
Dr. J performed in the finals. He wasn't even.
He should have averaged 30 plus a games. Look who he playing with.
Yeah, but Dr. J was the best player on the team.
Still stump. Okay, but look at James Harden for a second. James Harden played with great talent. KD and James Harden.
James Harden was coming off the bench, and James Harden wasn't even a superstar. It does. We're talking about superstars.
It does matter. We it does matter. We gotta put in.
You can play with superstars and sometimes you can still underperform. It's true.
We're comparing superstars though. James Harden,
okay, but look at KD on his own. When he's on his own, he's getting swept out the first round. When he's with Steph and Clay, he could average 35 because Ty Lue was on record saying that we're trying to stop Steph Curry. We're not worried about KD.
Thank you.
But when you're worried about KD, he's shooting 35 from the field.
Okay, Julius Erving was playing with Moses Malone, Maurice Cheeks, and he averaged not even 20 points.
But I said, no, hold on. I said on average, Dr. J is a more dominant superstar than Kevin Durant because he could lead his team farther than Kevin Durant. Without super teams.
In 2012, Kevin Durant didn't have a super team, went to the finals in 2012. So
I understand that, but you've seen what happened with that.
They lost to the Big Three Miami Heat.
Yeah. But that's not my point. My point is that's a one-time thing. It's not like he does it consistently. And he left that very same team that was up 3-1 games against the Golden State Warriors.
I admit he quit on the Thunder though. I admit that's on KD.
But Dr. J played with other talent too. He played with
Moses. That's double time quitting because he quit on the Nets too.
He played with Moses Malone.
Demanded trade after he got swept.
Yep, after he got swept, then he quit on the Nets. So he got quit all over across the board. We got to see what he could do without the assistance of asking for so much help. This just is what it is. He got a lot to do. He got a lot to prove.
Right. Yo, Shy, you saying something?
No. I was just saying though. Even Dr. J wasn't. He was the third scoring. He was third scoring. He averaged a third most points on his championship team.
Dr. J came into the NBA a little more late. The guy revived the whole damn league, which had black people in it, which is the ABA. When all the other NBA stars was just all white players. They adapted more urban stars. That's different.
And the ABA had more talent. The ABA was more talented than the NBA.
You act like Dr. J was drafted by the NBA. The NBA was an all races league with white people in it.
We never said that though. We know.
No, I'm just saying. The man was a face of a whole damn league until it got absorbed by the NBA, and the NBA needed those type of players to come there because Dr. J was something they never seen before.
Right.
Different story, man. As an individual superstar, Julius Erving was more dominant than Kevin Durant. It just is what it is.
Do you agree with that, Chi-Town?
Kevin Durant do got a history of quitting.
I don't know, KD. I don't know about that. I mean,
you're looking at it from a standpoint of watching him play because he's 7 foot. He could shoot the three.
But it's not just that. I also think
but
he's a unicorn and all that other stuff. But he don't have
It's easy to average.
Go ahead, John.
It's easy to average 35.
Right. But he don't have
35 points a game.
He don't have the impact.
He don't have honed in to stop Steph Curry.
Exactly. And he don't have the impact of winning like Dr. J does as a superstar. He just don't. Of course, you're going to win with the Golden State Warriors.
You don't think Moses Malone was a superstar?
Yeah, I know that. I just said that. I just said outside of him just winning that with Moses Malone, individually, he's a more dominant player, having more better impact with winning than KD. KD has won mostly everything with just The Warriors. Well, actually, all he won was with the Warriors. Every other super team he tried to make failed, and that alone is a big knock. You got swept by the Brooklyn Nets.
Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Boston Celtics. Sorry, and if he underachieves on this team, that'll be another knock.
I agree with that part. Yeah, he has to win
let him underachieve on this one. It'll be proving my point even more. You better do something in this postseason because a lot of us got them going to the finals. Let the Phoenix Suns don't go to the NBA finals.
In fact,
a lot of people are picking them as the
title favorites. True. Let them lose in the first round. Durant will never hear the end of it, and rightfully so. Let them lose in the first round to the Clippers with an injured PG.
That'll be proving my point even more. He don't have an impact on if he can't win with this squad, he won't have no impact on winning. And everything John is saying about Kevin Durant will be valid. Everything I'm saying about Kevin Durant will be valid. Period. Because we got the proof to back it up. He still don't even let him lose. Just let him lose to Steph Curry again on the Golden State Warriors. That'll be even a more insult to injury.
Who knows? He could see Steph Curry and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. That's a possibility.
Yeah, and if Steph Curry knocked that man off again, man, he won't hear the end of it from me.
But yes, you made some good points about Dr. J. Again, P, I'm not saying Dr. J is a bad player. I'm not saying that.
I know that.
But again, I know Dr. J gets disrespected a lot.
But G Money, what I'm saying is the jury is still out on Kevin Durant.
No, I agree with that, though. I agree. Durant needs to win a championship to me this year because next year will be harder. He needs to win this year because
if Kobe had to do it, Kevin Durant got to do it. Kobe had to prove he can win without Shaq.
Agreed.
Kevin Durant, can you win without Steph Curry?
He can, but will he? Can he? Yes. Will he? We have to see.
That's what we waiting for. You know.
Ooh,
but yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was about to sign off, man.
Oh, sorry.
It's been a fun time with you fellas, man. We had some good points with sports. But yeah, man.
Do you have Kevin Durant over Oscar Robertson?
Man,
Pete,
Katie over Big O. Wow.
Pete, who do you have higher?
Oscar Robertson.
That's tough because Big O was one of the most underrated passers, finishers in the game. Had a nice mid-range shot, helped the Bucks win their championship in 1971.
Oscar Robertson was ahead of his time. He didn't nearly have enough talent like Kevin Durant has. He didn't have that luxury.
Oh, that is tough to pick. And
Kevin Durant has underachieved with the talent that he played with.
I'll give that to Big O. I think Big O's better than KD slightly.
All right, last question. I know they're complete separate arrows, but Jerry West or Kevin Durant?
I mean, we're doing the Kevin Durant trilogy today, aren't we?
I got KD slightly over Jerry West. KD slightly over Jerry West, slightly.
Yeah, Jerry West was a little bit overrated to me. So I mean, I guess I go with Kevin Durant.
Man, I'll go with Kevin Durant.
I'm guessing you have Isaiah Thomas ahead of KD, though, right?
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas by far. Yeah.
Man, what is this with the Kevin Durant stuff? Chi-Town, what you trying to get him in the top 5?
No, because I still think he's top. I think he's top 15 all time.
Okay, well, I mean, hey,
I can agree with that. I want to ask you, if he wins a title, do you think he has a good shot to be in the top 10 if he wins a title this year?
It's tough.
No.
Nah.
It's tough to say.
I mean, because the man forced a trade to go to the team that he wanted to go to, which was a number 1 seed, like the prior year.
Even though he won in the playoffs.
A team that always make a deep run in the playoffs. So
you can't really say always because last year lost in the second round. I mean, 2021 they made a deep run, yes, but last year lost in the second round. That's not deep.
It's the thing about Kevin. We can't keep giving Kevin Durant a pass for being a mercenary, man. It don't work like that.
I'm not though.
Because look, we do the same thing for LeBron. We got to do the same thing for Kevin Durant. I think LeBron did it. Kevin Durant did it worse than LeBron did.
I agree with that. Durant joined the team that eliminated him with the Warriors. Yeah, that was way worse. Of course, I agree with that.
No,
I mean, listen, like when it comes to mercenaries, like Kawhi and Kevin Durant, I rank them differently. I don't put them in the same realm as like a Giannis, a
Me neither.
Kobe,
Me
or
neither.
or Michael Jordan.
They
They're
stay
they're
for
that
thick and thin. They stay for thick and thin. Yeah.
they're not in that class. They're at the
Facts.
bottom. They're
Well,
they're
for me,
they're way at the bottom.
The issue with Kawhi is that he just doesn't play.
I mean, to me, he's a mercenary. Like when you load manage and your team got to carry the load through the regular season without you most of the time,
Right.
and then you want to show up to the group project when the playoff arrive. You're a mercenary.
Yeah.
You're a
Yo,
mercenary.
John, I agree with you, John. What you just said was exactly what I do when I'm critiquing some players. Because context, I always put into matter too. It's not just about winning; it's how you win sometimes.
It's true. It's
You
true.
know, because if we just do by who got the most, then a lot of these guys we say GOAT wouldn't even be called the GOAT.
That's
the
true.
context got to be put into play.
Bill Russell will be the GOAT. We're just looking at by rings, but we can't just look at by rings. Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah,
Because
but
we're
man,
just going by rings. Robert Horry be better than Jordan and LeBron. That would be disrespectful and wrong to say that.
yeah,
Because
That'd be
like
great.
because Robert Horry is a role player. Like Michael Jordan, LeBron, they're super.
Same thing with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's superstar too. Yep.
yeah. So yeah,
So
but yeah, man, I don't judge
it's
role
just
players and
different.
superstars. I mean, you got bench players, you got role players, you got all stars, you got superstars, then you got legends, and then your final stage is an icon. You know, that's usually take place when you retire and everybody know who you are, and your legacy is
I
cemented.
mean, there's some guys who are role players that are in the Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that's what the Hall of Fame is about. You could put a role player in the Hall of Fame, but we still got to put it in context. You can't compare a role player to a superstar. That's an unfair comparison on both ends. The responsibility is different. That's like
That's like trying to compare Kyrie to Steph. Like
yeah.
like
I mean,
like
There's
Kyrie.
there are some dudes on here though that think Kyrie's better and stuff.
Nah, but
Do you know
nah,
one
but
of the stupidest ones?
Kyrie is
No,
the
no,
number two
Prince. No,
option.
G Money. I'm saying there's people on like.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, and their opinions are invalid. They think that.
yeah.
I'm sure you probably ran across them.
Chi-Town, that's like comparing a manager to a CEO.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I
It's
heard you,
different,
Shai.
man. It's just different levels. Everything is nothing in life is equal. Everything is different levels. Nobody gets treated the same. Everybody gets judged differently based on their status. That's just how
It's
life
true.
is, period.
It's true.
You know,
It's true.
we're all not the same. We all don't get judged the same. You know,
Anyone
even by race, I could do the same thing as a white guy do and have completely different effects of it. It's all everything's different, man. You know, that's why I keep saying you can't judge everybody's story the same. It's just different.
It's true. Everyone
There's
has
levels
different
to this.
backgrounds. Yeah. Everyone's different backgrounds. Anyone who thinks Kyrie's better than Steph Curry knows nothing about basketball. The only thing Kyrie's better than Curry is ball handling, mid-range shooting, and finishing.
Man, but Kyrie shouldn't be even mentioned in the same sentence with Steph. Steph is a multiple time.
Well, no, the narrative started in the 2016 finals. That's where the narrative began.
Yeah, but come on, man. I mean, Kyrie ain't better than no Steph Curry. I mean,
Steph
what
Curry,
were you talking about?
Steph Curry can finish. Steph Curry is a better three-point shooter, and in my opinion, Steph Curry is more clutch than Kyrie in the playoffs.
Steph Curry have a bigger impact on winning.
Steph Curry is a better playmaker, better rebounder. Yeah. Better
So I mean,
before we head out, just let
the
you
man
guys
just
know,
the man just won 2 championships as the number 1 guy on his
without
team.
a super team. Without a super team.
Thank you.
2015
No.
and last year, no super team.
Yep.
Yeah, before we
But
head
with
out,
that-
I just want to say,
Yeah, we about to head up out of here, man.
yeah.
So yeah,
But
but
did
I
you guys hear
appreciate
Odell
what you
Beckham?
done.
Odell Beckham did get signed by the Ravens.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He got signed by the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm
Okay,
happy
that's
for
what's
Odell
up.
Beckham. I'm happy for him though. Yeah.
All right, man. But yo, I appreciate you, man. This was a spicy one, man. We had a spicy night. We going back and forth. That was good.
Yeah.
You know, keeping the swords sharp. I mean, I appreciate that. That's good.
Can't wait.
I know, Prince. I know you're going to be here for the Lakers Timberwolves game, 100%.
100%. I'm gonna be here for as much as I can, bro. I can't cover everything. I'm only human, so I'm gonna try to cover as much of the things as I can. So it's not just about the Lakers. It's about whatever I could get my hands on.
Well, no, that's probably going to be the match of the week for the play-in tournament that everyone cares about, the Lakers.
Yeah. That may be true.
Mhm.
Peace,
All right,
guys.
man. Peace.
Peace.
All right.
You got my number, right, guys? Peace.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we can chat. Stay safe and enjoy the play in the playoffs. Happy
All right.
Easter, everybody.
Salute.
Happy Easter.
All right.
Salute.